the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get a witness. No!
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true. Sometimes I cry.
Oh!
Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Drunken Peasants Podcast. This is episode 1257. And we're back again here on a Thursday evening. We got Jeff Holiday. We got Lord Majicus ready to do some fun DPs.
We've got Smooth Ben. Smooth Ben.
Yeah, Shaved
Smooth.
Ben.
Shaved Ben. Why am I so gray? What the fuck? This is weird.
Are
you a zombie, Jeff?
You are over 40.
True.
Jeff
True.
Holiday the Gray. But yeah, yes, I shaved. Yes, I shaved. I made $500 shaving my beard off last night, which is great.
That's
so
pretty
excited.
amazing.
Yeah.
No, that's dope, dude.
Yeah,
That's dope as fuck.
Yeah. I want to invite everyone to please like the stream. Liking the stream is very helpful, and I'm going to keep reminding everyone to do it. Also, I have the Streamlabs link pinned at the top of the chat. You should use that link. What?
I don't know. I can't not be gray, I guess. I don't know. My bullshit's just not fucking working, man. I'm gray now.
Maybe you're fading out of existence.
Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe.
So please use the Streamlabs link. We're going to try to get to 50% of the goal tonight before we wrap up tonight. So please do your part, help us out, and like the stream. And that's about it. That's about it.
Absolutely. I would offer to take delicious sips of this only the finest barefoot Pinot Grigio.
Delicious.
Can't even fucking see.
It's green.
Delicious. But I'm just gonna do it anyway, so I don't give a fuck. It's fine.
I got a beer, but Magic is he has a drink that he put together.
It's not Malibu rum, is it?
It is Malibu.
He loves that.
We mixed it with some berry juice and some cream soda, orange cream soda.
So no, I'm not gonna make that joke.
We're not gonna have a repeat of last time. All right, I've already learned that lesson for at least another few months.
That's fair. I love Drunk Magicus, and I don't want to bust your balls too much or anything. But you do drink kind of like the girls I was trying to mac on at the SCA event when I was like 22 years old. I don't know, man. It's a thing. If you came on here with butter shots, I would actually stage an intervention. Like that would happen. So,
look, I love Drunk Magicus too, but last time I actually felt like I was dying. So
that was the fun part.
It was fun right up until like when the show ended, and then everything after that was a complete clusterfuck.
Fan-fucking-tastic. Man, oh man, why am I so gray?
I don't know.
It's gonna drive me fucking up the wall.
I don't know,
dude.
but I don't think we should focus on it too much. You've been on before, and your color's been fine, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Magicus is. Oh no! Get that tip train rolling with that.
Smooth Ben.
Yeah.
Smooth.
Majicus is very funny.
Very funny.
He is. That's true.
Yes.
That promo you cut on Egghead that night.
That was fantastic. I love that.
That was
every
otherworldly.
second of it.
Yes. Yep.
God damn it! I'm gonna fucking figure this shit out. Son of a bitch! Fuck you!
Come on, you're it's thematic for you're like one of those old school movies. Oh, your color.
You did have color for a second there. Yep, there you go. Can we
Kinda.
okay? No. It's like 100% better.
Yeah, but now
Dude,
I'm
can we
having
do the show,
lipstick.
Jeff? Can we do the show?
Oh! No, God damn it!
It's like Billy's still here with us tonight.
All right, let's.
Good color on me.
We're gonna start antagonism. Here we go.
Actually, turn off that goddamn internet.
Oh, don't touch me. Don't touch me. TP, are they going to touch me?
All right. So we have the old court documents. I thought they might be interesting to go through. I'm not going to show the actual documents. We're going to read through them and redact.
We've got the white papers. We've got the white papers right here.
Yeah.
Right here.
Just to show you that we do actually have it, I did a little edit of a couple pages of it here, but I didn't want to put too much on the screen here. You know what I'm saying?
I don't need any further rumors of Doc's holiday striking yet again. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Just saying. Yeah, so we have the white papers. We have the white papers, and it's fascinating. So the thing is, okay, what makes JF Gariepy so fascinating is not even just necessarily the dumb shit that he says and the horrible way in which he behaves, is that he just has this consistent and overwhelming repeated nature of just completely fucking up in every way. He fucks up constantly in every single way. And probably the one that's most well known was, I mean, can we call this grooming?
I mean, I feel like that word gets used a lot.
I know.
But I guess this person was, you know.
I don't think it'd be inaccurate.
Right. I mean, so, okay. I'm trying to remember. I don't know if they have like directly on this. So I'm looking at it right now. Trying to make sure I know her age for sure. I believe she was 19.
She was 19, yes.
She was 19, right. However, as it was like perceived, she has what the court said she had the mental capacity of a 11-year-old,
something like that. Yeah.
It was like yeah. It wasn't even a teenager. It was something pretty wild. And it's pretty nutty. Do you want me to just start reading this fucking thing?
I mean, we don't have to read like word for word. I mean, there's parts where they cite like other cases to like strengthen their argument. We can skip that.
Yeah.
But the stuff that pertains directly to the situation, I think we should look at that.
Yeah. I'm trying to find because I had the numbers knocked down. Okay. The relator engages in a romantic relationship with the proposed ward with a full understanding of who she is and perhaps with a better understanding of her mental capacities than any of the persons who have been allowed to intervene in this case up to now. Since he is, in fact, one of the leading neurobiologists in this country.
That's quite the statement.
I know, this is the defense. Has directed research projects about autism in leading universities and has worked in clinical environments with individuals diagnosed with autism. So this is stated in his defense, which, if I'm not mistaken, he represented himself, didn't he?
Yes, he did. I remember him mentioning that too.
So he's calling himself one of the leading neurobiologists in the country, and at the time, this is in America. Like, this is fucking
Texas,
bananas.
the 9th district of Texas, Beaumont, Texas.
I think this is what makes it funny too, is like it's fun to watch people fuck up, but it's really fun to watch like actually like kind of smart people fuck up, because once you get that ego involved in it and it's like, oh, I know better than everyone else, I don't need to do everything that like regular people would do. I can defend myself, that's fine. I don't need legal advice or anything. There's no way that can go south.
Right.
It's the hubris that ends up fucking like making it so much better.
It's pretty fucking fascinating. So that first document, that's what it was. That first document was actually him and writing his defense, which is like 27 pages of absolute inanity. And it's crazy too, because like, okay, JF really thought this is going to work because he really does think he's the smartest motherfucker on the planet.
Right.
He does. He thinks that there's nobody smarter than him. And so, of course, I'm just going to like, you know, I'll just represent myself. It's going to be fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody watching knows that don't represent yourself in court. That's like the fastest way to lose a case.
So, statement of the case and summary of argument. Relator, who files his petition for writ of mandamus and complains of the striking of his intervention by the judge, is an individual who lured a young woman to another state so that he could admittedly try to have a baby with her, while at the same time he was married to another woman who just had a baby. These actions of Relator are even more disturbing considering the amount of factual evidence attached to this response, and that is in the record, that the ward is completely disabled and unable to understand the nature of her circumstances, who now wants nothing to do with Relator. So not only was she unaware of like what in the fuck was even happening, but then like now at the point of this whole court hearing, wants nothing to fucking do with it.
And they mentioned that, you know, he was married to someone. He was married to someone that he had met while he was working at Duke, who he even by his own admission was like admitted like, oh, she was a purple-haired feminist. Do you remember him saying that back in the day?
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah.
And I found a video of her. It's so interesting because I'm pretty sure he just married and had a kid with her as like an anchor situation.
He was trying to make an anchor baby.
Yeah.
Yep. I saw there was, I don't know if his first wife or his second wife, but I saw
He's
an
had
interview
three,
with
right?
her. Yeah, he's had 3.
Not counting Mama JF, right?
No.
No, not even counting Mama JF.
Okay.
They didn't technically marry, but they like might be common law married.
He probably didn't legally marry her because he saw what happened to him the first 3 times.
Right. Yeah, for sure. Relator's entire mandamus proceeding seems to hinge heavily on the fact that he believes Ward is pregnant. Ward is not pregnant, and this is stated on the record. There's been no evidence that Ward is pregnant. Relator believes Ward is pregnant simply because he had relations with her after he lured her out of her parents' house to another state. This is on the fucking legal record.
So
this
he thought she was knocked up?
Yeah, because he fucked her.
I just have super sperm.
Yeah.
She must be pregnant. Oh, and by the way, at some
That's
point, DP is mentioned in these papers. At some point here.
No fucking way.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
That's fantastic.
Yes. She the young woman that was deemed unfit to be her own guardian said that she saw JF on his rap battle with G-Man on the Drunken Peasants, and that's how she no lie.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yep.
So one thing that I really wanted to see is Appendix 2, which is actually like the statement by the psychologist, because I've never actually read this part. It's pretty wild. I don't know how much I do want to read it because, you know, I mean, this is obviously a legal document, and so available for anybody to read and whatnot.
We can do the bullet points.
Like, yeah. Prefers to be on their own and spends a lot of time on the computer, video games, watching TV. More solitary, spends most of the time by herself. On January 2015, she listened to a podcast, The Drunken Peasants. The podcast is being done by Jean-Francois Gariepy. She reports she became interested and eventually began to have communication through the computer on August or September of 2015.
Isn't that 32. Fucking crazy? We're literally named in a legal document where JF was in a legal battle for guardianship over a young woman that he was trying to impregnate that was deemed not fit to be her own guardian by the court.
Yeah. Oh,
like,
yeah.
If you time traveled back to like when that rap battle was having and like told yourself that was what was going to happen, would you even believe it?
No.
No. Yeah. No. No, I mean, well, no, that's absolutely true, Accidental Oracle. Like, DP has been very central to a lot of shit the fall of Milo Yiannopoulos,
Yeah, that
for
was a
example.
great
You
one.
know, that was good. That was really good. Fucking. At least he didn't have anything to do with the investigation into Mercedes Carrera, but she was pretty well known on this podcast.
Yeah.
This one's grim. She reports that before Jean-Francois, she had never before been involved in any type of romantic relationship with anyone. She'd never been intimate with anyone or had sex. She reports that on July 10th of the year, she got in her red Subaru, drove to North Carolina without letting her family know. She wasn't scared. She never really thought about the fact that there could be problems. He was nice to her. She reports that she had protracted sex with him during their first sexual experience with him and continued to have sex, but without protection.
Oh, no.
Yeah. She wants to get pregnant. He wants to be a stay-at-home dad. Wow. Wow. Oh, he told her he was going to get her a cooking show and was going to teach her about lighting and editing. Wow. Okay. That's fascinating. Yeah. He groomed her with the promise of babies, a stay-at-home dad, and a cooking show.
A cooking show,
that's nuts,
which he
dude.
ended up doing with Mama JF eventually.
Well, just got to keep throwing it at the wall.
I
Eventually it'll
remember
stick,
him
right?
mentioning that too when he was on DP, back before we knew about any of this. He mentioned he was going to start a cooking show on his channel. So it's so weird because all of that was kind of going on around this time.
Definitely not the strategy I would have thought would work.
I saw a picture of this woman, by the way, and she I'm not going to show it, but she does look kind of off. Like she's not all there. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. I mean, if she does have like very severe like autism, it can manifest in like facial expressions and stuff. It happens,
Yeah. Quick reminder before we get back into this: please like the stream if you haven't already. Liking the stream is very helpful. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah. I'm still just digging through. I wanted to find the actual age by which
she was 19. Yeah. There's no denying that.
No, yeah, she's 19, but what they equivocated her ability at that point. Yeah. No, I mean, it's fucking wild. It's really wild. And the thing is too, what drives me nuts about this sort of thing is it's always such a fucking projection when you have people that are hardcore right wing and they use terms like groomers, but they do shit like this, or or like Matt Walsh advocating for like child brides and shit or whatever. Charlie Kirk calls people groomers, but he literally runs a grooming organization. Like it's literally, the intent is literally to fucking indoctrinate children, right out of high school. It's weird.
I mean, I think you find that a lot with crazy people, that it's very much projection, like so much of the time.
Yeah. It's weird, man. It's super weird. But yeah, I don't know. It's pretty gross. The whole thing is pretty gross. It's another thing with like, okay, look. So JF had this wife, right? He had a wife. They had a baby. They're separated. He doesn't get to see his wife or his kid anymore. Obviously, he's going to have a rebound, and that's healthy. That's natural.
And I want to point out,
we have rebounds.
I want to point out that right before this, the reason he was separated is because he started hooking up with someone he was working with.
Your Honor. She is Eons record as a fan of the Drunken Peasants. Because of that, she is obviously the high IQ, shad female mind. The ultimate mind and phenotype to create high IQ babies.
So
right.
At this point, JF was fired from Duke University for having a relationship with, I believe, someone that was his subordinate at Duke University.
Right. This Asian chick, right?
Yes, exactly.
We're
gonna go through some of the early days of JF having a YouTube career, and his first attempt was a science-based show with that woman. Yes,
we have video of that.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
It's okay. Asians are allowed in the ethno state.
And I was always like, why is JF talking about Asian? Like, because one of the last times he was ever on this show years ago, like 5+ years ago, he mentioned how Asian women are so sexy to him and they'd be allowed in the ethno state. It's like, well, then,
Yeah.
well, I mean, like, you'd have a bunch of like partially Asian people in your ethno state if you did that, though. It's like it's only because your personal taste in women they're allowed to come in, but then it wouldn't be your ethno state anymore at that point, would it? There'd be like a whole bunch of people with Asian ancestry in it.
That's crazy, Ben. I don't know how you could possibly think that.
And the smaller the population, like the larger percentage of the population is going to get that into it. You'd think he'd be against that.
Okay, so hang on. I'm trying to piece together the timeline. So he's married. Was he married to the purple-haired lady?
Yes.
Okay, he's married to the purple-haired lady.
And I sent you the other document pertaining to their separation and their custody battle also.
Right. We'll dig in it. We'll look at that in a second.
Yeah.
So he's married to the purple-haired lady. They have a kid. Their relationship starts falling apart because he is using his position of power, banging this chick at Duke University, which gets him kicked out of Duke University. Not his claim of a good time with the academic science.
I have that video, by the way. I have that video.
We gotta watch it.
Yeah,
it's so good. And then, so when that all falls apart, obviously Homeboy wants to have a rebound. And that's fine. Dude, it's natural to want to have a rebound. It is not natural to then lure a mentally deficient woman across the country to try and shove another baby into another woman as quick as possible. Like, that is desperation.
Well, he was hoping
desperation.
He was hoping that she was knocked up because then he would have been like, I mean,
he could have stayed.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Shit. Because if he
was rushing. He was hurrying up.
He got divorced. Right. He got divorced. He was getting divorced, which meant he would lose his ability to stay in the country.
He was losing custody.
Fucking hilarious. Wow.
Yeah.
That is so goddamn funny. Wow. Was I offered Worski's chair after him and JF parted ways? Hell no.
No.
Hell no. No.
By the way,
me and JF have never liked each other ever.
Feel free if you want to there's any like keywords you want to search, you can just control F it and like if you want to, if it helps you like skim around or whatever.
Oh, in the PDFs. And
yeah. JF has been on DP multiple times. For the majority of that time, we did not know anything about his race realism or anything like that. And then when we did learn about it, it was weird because you're like a friendly acquaintance of someone, and then all of a sudden, and they were like a supporter of the channel too, you know. So it was weird to have that. So we would have him on and like challenge his ideas. And he did do kind of like a weird pseudo debate against Jeff. And that was when he admitted publicly for the first time in front of like, back then we were getting like 4,000 viewers live.
Oh yeah.
And he admitted at that, like in front of that huge audience. And he even called her retarded. He said,
he did.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. He absolutely did.
Yeah.
But that's like where the infamous "He's called love, you idiot" came in, you know, like, and I almost felt bad. I think he kind of like got teary eyed too, and it wasn't fake. He got like kind of. I did notice JF will when he kind of like quit / got fired from Worski's show. He did a stream right after that where he got like all teary eyed. I mean, it's fine. Like, I'm not gonna
Jared.
Yeah, what the hell? Let us in.
That's weird.
Yeah, it usually will play Jared at 2, but
God damn it. You know what? It's fine. Like, I don't really give a shit about him crying or not. Like, I'm not gonna try and shame somebody for showing emotion. But I will say, like, okay. So I think he had more of a reason to tear up about, like, you know, the show between him and Worski falling apart, because that's something that like lasted for a while, and he put a lot of effort into it, as much as anybody does. But this girl, I think they only hung out for like 3 weeks.
No, I mean, like, maybe he grows attached really quick. I don't know. He does kind of seem like an emotional guy, even though he claims to not be emotional.
Gross balls.
I think he maybe doesn't show emotion as easily, but I think it's boiling on the surface internally with him.
I think he's autistic as fuck.
He said he was, so maybe, I don't know. But yeah, by the way, his I saw one photo of the girl that was taken away from him by the courts. I saw the Asian woman. I saw his ex-wife, and I saw love you, idiot. And I saw Mama JF, of course. He's not batting at a high number.
No, not
he's
really.
Not. And the one that he was married to, that he actually had a kid with, she's a big woman. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But it's very strange when he's positioning himself as this guy who's going to lead people into the glorious ethno state of the white race.
Alpha shot male.
And I mean, his track record is just completely bananas. It's really weird. I don't know how failures manage to position themselves as authority over, weird internet dorks. It's strange.
I love it because people, they seem to really interact with Jared's. Actually, though,
I love it.
I'm going to shorten the length of it by a couple seconds, though. Anyway, what were you saying?
Beautiful. It's beautiful. Here's another thing from the court proceedings. This is actually some stenographer stuff. The court, I'm ready to hear your response to the lawyer's arguments relating to your standing in this matter. Mr. Gariepy. Yes, my name is Jean-Francois Gariepy. I filed a motion to intervene. I'm sorry if I didn't file a motion that was called a motion to contest.
Jeff, I hate to interrupt, but you know how you have to read this, right?
God damn it.
You know how you have to. You know how you have to do it. All right.
So, yes, my name is Jean-Francois Gariepy. I filed a motion to intervene. I'm sorry if I did not file a motion that was called a motion to contest, but I consider that I was contesting within the content of the motion to intervene, as well as within my affidavit. I'm contesting that the woman isn't incapacitated. Hang on. Contesting what?
Yeah.
I am contesting that blank isn't incapacitated. The court. We don't get to that issue until you assert some level of standing and ability or relationship with her that gives you the right to even show up here. Okay, so I am her fiancé and we are trying to make a baby. We have been living together for 3 weeks. I called 3 weeks, didn't I? We've been together promising loyalty to each other since January of 2016. This is what I mentioned in my motion to intervene in my affidavit. Is it true that you were still married? Yes. So it's a real promise that after I am divorced and the divorce proceedings are started, after I am divorced, we will marry.
Oh, did he give her a promise ring? Did he?
Yeah, dude. Must have.
I let her wear my Voss City jacket.
So all of your standing is based upon your belief that you're the fiance of blank. Yes, I, as well as the proof is in the exhibits that I attached to the affidavit, that we've registered our health insurance in our home and our car insurance, so she is my domestic partner. Okay, fuck. Okay, hang on. This is fucking wild. 3 fucking weeks. 3 motherfucking weeks.
Domestic partner.
He's he's putting her on his health insurance and the car insurance, or she put him on her car insurance.
3 weeks is a fling, like a long fling, basically.
Yeah, dude.
It's not an engagement. Damn. Seriously.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I don't even know how to respond to that because 3 weeks is just fucking nothing.
It's nothing.
It's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. And what's really fucking bananas, right, is like, so they explained to him, because you're married, you cannot attempt to have any legal connection or control in a relationship in this way because you are still married.
It's bigamy.
And he's like, well, right. Well, I mean, even if they're not trying to get married, but him trying to get some sort of like legal protection with her so that they can't like take her back. Is illegal in Texas. Is totally illegal in Texas.
I'm gonna shorten.
Yes, it is.
I forgot to shorten it. Anyway, go on.
And so they're like, well, this is actually a line. It may be emotionally, but it's not legally if you haven't got the divorce. And so both the judge and the other lawyer are explaining in this fucking stenographer like record. No, you can't do that. You are not divorced. You are still legally married. Why are you even here? You can't do anything in this court. Like, that's
Jeff,
it.
I thought that JF was this great legal scholar who could just defend himself in court and be fine.
I don't know, man.
Wouldn't
it's
somebody
really fucking
who's
weird.
like acting as a lawyer, like, shouldn't they know something like that going into court?
You know what, Magicus? That's a very low IQ response.
It's a low IQ intervention.
I must not be smart enough to understand the strategy involved.
No one is. None of us are.
Man, wow. Jesus Christ.
I wonder if that's why he represented himself, because he like asked like actual lawyers to make this argument for him, and they just like laughed at him.
He probably just didn't want to pay for it. I mean,
and he paints this as like this big struggle and shit, but quite literally, what happens is like this whole thing goes on with JF, and they're like, no, dude, legally, you're an idiot. Like, no, you cannot do that. It is not allowed. And then they immediately call up the girl's mother, and they're just like, okay, are you so-and-so? Yes. And you're here for this? Yes. Okay, and you filed it? Yes. And you swear that this is this? Yes. Okay, we find for you. Boom. And it's done. That's it. That was the whole court proceeding. This was not like some drawn-out court drama. It was JF walking into court, shitting his pants, everybody asking, why are you in this courtroom and why are you shitting your pants? And then them just handing over custody to the girl's fucking mother. Like, that's literally what the whole thing was. And he was only with her for 3 weeks. And somehow this is like this big fucking defining. I swear to God, man, it's absolutely nuts. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's either a 3 IQ strategy or a 300 IQ strategy. You couldn't
write a better story, right?
It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. Look, man, he's such a scamp. He's such a goof. Such a scamp. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's one of those things where like I've gone on record on saying that JF is a failure as a man, as a father, and as a husband, but he's also a failure as a lawyer. So that's pretty great too. Oh, and a scientist, yeah. So.
Got to keep adding to that record.
Hey, if you're good at failing, you might as well just keep going.
So, have you skipped back and forth in the documents, or are you still on the 1D document?
1D1, yeah. I just was like goofing off of the 1D1 one.
Okay, because there is the 1F4, which is like
that's his letter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his letter, and it's.
I'm.
Yes. You should be.
Yeah. I can't wait for this.
Okay. So Real Party, I don't know who the fuck Real Party and Interest is supposed to be in this, but they claim that the girl is completely, this is JF talking, by the way, the girl is completely disabled, but I am objecting to this statement and has not been given a chance to counter-interrogate the witnesses who claim that she is in the trial court due to the striking of the petition and intervention. Thus, the court should not assume she is incapacitated. He's complaining that he did not get a chance to interrogate the psychologist. Who are you? Who the fuck are you? You're a weirdo on the internet that lured her over and fucked her. And desperately tried to put a baby in her so you wouldn't have to get deported. What do you mean you get to interrogate her fucking psychologist? What are you, a moron?
He gets to waterboard them.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Enhanced interrogation.
He could be just as good at psychology as he is at the law. So
they claim that she is not pregnant, but this is not supported by any other evidence. Then it claimed that she has undergone a blood and urine test. I contend that the tests were performed too early to have any validity because they were performed 7 days before the expected date of her periods, and these tests only start having some degree. So he already knows her menstrual cycle. And he's like...
that was the first thing he learned.
Excuse me. I have to correct the card, you see. I am the one aware of when she bleeds from her pussy. And the fact the court wants to take these tests so early when they do not know her menstrual period is low IQ and incorrect. You must acquit.
You must acquit. Ziglove doesn't fit.
Yeah, man.
That's an interesting thing to be able to learn in 3 weeks.
He learned that before he learned her name. That was the first question.
I really liked your appearance on Drunken Peasants. I really liked your rap battle. I thought it was really cool.
Yeah.
That's fascinating. When was the last time you bled from your vagina?
Yeah. He wanted to know when where the fertility cycle was. He was trying to get up in that and make a bebe.
He's got a chart just right off camera. Just right off camera with, it's labeled targets. Day of bleed, length, he maps them out. It's fucking great, dude. It's fucking great. God damn. This is fucking bananas, man. This is absolutely bananas. Fuck. He tries to ask like the judge to recuse because the judge is making choices that he doesn't like.
I don't think that's how recusal works.
Did I save that? Oh, here we go. Okay.
Yeah, he states that he's still married, but that he's separated and in the process of obtaining a divorce. And it's negotiation deals of separation or blah blah blah. So, and he says he is free to commence a new romantic relationship, but he doesn't understand that him engaging in a romantic relationship has no legal status. That doesn't change legal status. It just doesn't. It fucking doesn't. You can't get conservatorship over somebody in Texas because that's the law in Texas.
Are you sure?
If you don't
I
like
think
it.
JF has more experience acting as a lawyer in court. Maybe he knows more about this than we do.
The interesting thing about this, and I'm no lawyer, so I don't fully understand it, is he moved her to North Carolina with him.
North Carolina, yeah.
And somehow they ended up back in Texas. Legally, this was ordered back to Texas somehow.
Yes.
So
because the filing was filed on behalf of her family in Texas, where she's from. That's why.
Okay.
So if he had been proactively hey, I want to legally prevent them from doing this. I don't even know how the fuck one would even do that. I don't think there's a legal standing for it. Then he could file in North Carolina, which North Carolina, they probably would have a lot less of a problem with the idea of him banging some mentally deficient girl. But, just saying.
Is it wrong that
it's a fine state. It's a fine state,
Is it wrong that I'm kind of surprised that Texas does have a problem with that?
It's a tough one because it depends where in Texas, right? Certain parts of Texas. Oh yeah, no, I'm with you on that one, brother. Oh yeah.
Amarillo.
Sure. Amarillo's not that bad. Not.
It's it's almost panhandle. It's I don't know.
Great.
I used to live in New Mexico. That's the meme. When I say that, everyone's like, did anyone know Ben lived in New Mexico? But anyway, Texans were not much liked there. Yeah, like because we bordered West Texas, and everyone I met from Texas was literally like unironically Hank Hill. Like what? Like they literally talked like that. I was like, I thought this.
Yeah. What in the hell?
What?
God
yeah, they
dang.
literally. They do that.
Dang way.
That boy ain't right.
That boy ain't right. Yeah, everyone like the stream, by the way, if you haven't already. Please like the stream. It'll get more viewers in here. We're going to keep this rolling here.
Yeah, so he's complaining about how this contains a report from this doctor establishing that she demonstrates the social and mental maturity of a 10 or 11-year-old child. There it is. Holy shit. Yeah.
So one more time. What did that say?
This doctor established that she demonstrates the social and mental maturity of a 10 or 11-year-old child.
Yeah, that's something.
JF has filed a motion to strike this document in the trial court because it is hearsay. So-and-so is not a doctor, and the conclusions are based on unreliable evidence. JF could not be heard on this motion because his petition was stricken. No, and the dude is a doctor.
My God.
I'm pretty sure it's easy to prove if someone's a doctor or not.
Hold on, guys.
Yeah.
There's a troll pretending to be the 19-year-old girl from the JF
no.
Do you see it? My parents physically had to get me back from North Carolina to Texas through a court order. It was scary and confusing at the time, but I understood why they did it. Why are you in here pretending? Like, why are you in here pretending? Like, why?
Oh, no. You know what? Maybe it is her. Maybe it is. She was a fan of DP. Maybe she still watches.
Does she still watch? I don't know if she would still watch after that whole ordeal.
Well, I mean, I'd hope that like she could get over it and move on and shit.
Oh, if it's really her, I'm sorry all this happened to you. But I'm guessing it's not her. And why are you trolling like that? It's so weird. Anyway,
if it is her,
on a scale of 1 to cooked, how screwed is JF if they never find a body? Vandersloot in the Bahamas was an idiot, and he was able to disappear a body.
That's true.
I'm not sure it matters either way because I'm pretty sure what he did is still very likely a crime, just abandoning her like that.
What it really comes down to is what you can argue in court. That's how it always goes. So I mean, I can't make any predictions. But if that is a young lady, all I want is I want to know how weird his dick looks.
And then there's the JF troll, and it's like I just checked I don't have any DMs from JF. JF has had me blocked for years. So I don't think it's JF.
He doesn't. Strangely enough, he doesn't have me blocked, but I also don't really fuck with him because I just don't really give a shit unless like I'm on this show, or somebody brings up a conversation. I just don't give a fuck about JF anymore. And the funny thing too is like the weird dissident alt-right, ethno-state kind of weirdos. Most of them, they don't give a fuck about him either anymore. So he's too milquetoast for the hardcore kids these days. Everybody ran off to join up with either the Cat Boys, wow, or some other crypto kind of shit. Whatever is what it is. Is it more illegal to abduct a woman in the woods or more illegal to leave one there? Well, I mean, I don't know.
I guess it depends.
And we'll get into that pretty soon. But
did she want to go to the woods to get some Wendy's? Is that what the deal is?
I do want to say though, the person that was acting as if they were the young woman in question, they did say something that I had actually understood had happened. That I had heard that like her dad had to go up there. And,
I heard that
and
too.
JF claimed her dad assaulted him. And he also claimed he assaulted her, but I think he just like grabbed her and like threw her in the car and drove away. So I think that's how they ended up back in Texas. Like JF had to go to Texas to try to get her back. Yeah. And he was really hopeful she was knocked up at that point in time. He was very hopeful.
Oh yeah,
This is
absolutely.
just one more thing he's overconfident in, the fucking strength of his seed.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ! Listen, when have knocked up as many women as that, you understand the weird. No matter how weird your dick look, your sperm is supercharged.
Oh my God.
I may look like a goblin, but I have high quality, high IQ, hot cum.
Does it look like mayonnaise?
It might. You know, if it's extra thick, it just clings onto the uterine wall like fucking
like Spider-Man.
Yeah, like Spider-Man.
Spider-Man in the center of Manhattan, swinging from building to building.
No choice now. You fucked up. We're in here now, bitch. Airwick gum. Oh
yeah.
man, I can just imagine them all singing like weird little cum dwarves, like crawling up the.
All of
walls.
JF's sperm has two tails.
Yeah,
they swim
Spider
extra
JF.
fast.
Yeah, Spider JF, I know you may have just saved a bunch of, civilian lives here with your spider cum web, but maybe next time just don't.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. God damn it. What the fuck, man?
What else in here? What else is going on in there?
Oh fuck. I mean, honestly, like his letter is like such whining. And it's amazing because like he put a lot of work into this. I mean, it's all wrong. Like it's all wrong. None of it's
It's like a term paper.
Yeah. It's kind of like I don't know. He spent like a weekend kind of learning how to make a legal document, and then just kind of filled it with all of his like very bad, weak argumentation that we see him do on YouTube all the fucking time. This is like one of his YouTube monologues, but in a legal document, and it's so great. Because he made a 27-page fucking document and like charged across the country to go and rescue my love, the wife of my babies, blah blah blah. And he gets there and they're like, "What are you doing? Why do you smell like poop? No, you can't be here. No, like literally, you have no business being here. No. Hey, by the way, you want custody of your kid? Yeah, because of this? Yeah, you got it. Okay, good. Court adjourned. Get the fuck out." And that was it. This is incredible. Makes me feel so warm inside. Maybe sometimes the law can work. I do love how at one point he was trying to get on Dr. Phil.
Yes, to start blood sports.
Yeah.
He wanted to do
really
blood
good.
sports with Dr. Phil, basically doing the like Andy Worski role.
Wait, no, he's not allowed to do that.
What the hell is wrong with you? No. No. That was just Jeff bullying a mentally ill woman. Jilly.
Yeah. That's right. Absolutely. No, it's pretty bananas, man. Like, I don't know. It's crazy. There's also we have another like source of information and stuff, but it's not. There's no citations, there's not a lot of verifications and shit. Oh whoa!
Are you scrolling through the website that I think you are right now? What are you looking at?
No, so I'm trying to. I just casually Googled that other wife that he had.
Yeah.
With the purple hair.
Yep.
And I don't know if I maybe found a video.
Do you want to see the video I have?
Where she's talking about HRT?
She's a therapist and she actually does like therapy for trans people. She kind of specializes in that.
Right. No, I mean, based. Good for her. That's awesome.
I'll show you.
Every day,
That's her.
My job is to show up and bear witness to people in their change efforts.
Yeah, so that's her.
Oh, cool.
I don't
Good
wanna,
for her, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for her. I think this might be the same person. I think she actually lost a lot of weight.
Maybe.
I think this is her.
I just know that was that's her for sure. That's JF's baby's mama, and that isn't. Yeah, she's like a therapist. She is not mental. Maybe that's why
no.
That's why
after smart.
So like he had a smart one, and he's like, I got to get a dumb one. She didn't. I think that's what happened, right? Because she has to have like at least some like a master's degree to be like a base level therapist. You have to have at least a master's degree. So he needed something. He needed someone that was not that smart.
Okay, no, it's not the same person. They have the same name. I thought it might have been the same person. Just yeah, much more recent. But you know what? She sounds like a lovely person. So that's
I don't
cool,
want to shit
you
on
know?
her. No.
Yeah, it's cool. Like whatever.
Yeah.
It's obvious that they weren't going to be together because she is not an idiot. and apparently only dumb fucks stay with JF for any length of time.
I just want to point out it's only when we talk about JF that we have like weirdos arguing race realism in the chat. It's just so or what is it like 2000 or 2018 again?
Yeah.
Come on,
yeah,
man.
It's 2018. Yeah.
It's so ridiculous. Anyway.
Intelligence is genetic. Nobody believes that. Sorry, bro.
No. People believe it. People believe it. Don't say nobody believes
I know,
it.
but nobody of fucking consequence believes it.
Okay.
Of course, there are physiological factors that can like mess up your ability to be intelligent and shit like that. But I mean, even like and this is what I think is always so funny. These fucking dorks, these dumb fuck, race is real, racialized IQ, these dumb fucks who have to believe like the exact opposite of the consensus of science, usually also really like Jordan Peterson. Jordan Peterson does not believe in that bullshit. Jordan Peterson distinctly developed programs to help overcome these gaps in people's performances and their intelligence performances and shit. But they're like, well, that was him being a beta. Like, fucking Jesus Christ. You fragile little fuckheads. What the fuck?
Dude, I'm so devastated
So
right
dumb.
now. Because they've been here for years. They address me personally, and I lost this person because I don't accept reality.
Well, we still don't, so fuck off. Kiss my ass, you dork.
So let's look at the other document, if you don't mind, and then
which one are we looking at? The divorce document?
Yes. There's some weird shit in there too. And then we got some videos to watch.
Okay, should I piss real quick before we read this one?
Go
or
ahead.
after?
Go ahead, old man bladder holiday.
Okay. You get started on this one then for me, and I'll jump back in just a sec.
No, I'll wait for you. Yeah, do your thing. So Majicus, how's your drink going?
How's my let's see here. We're about halfway through it.
Yeah. Everyone watching right now, if you could please like the stream, it helps bring in more people. Also, the link right there that's pinned in the chat. I'm trying to get to 50% of our dono goal, our weekly dono goal. It's pinned right there. We're at 33% right now. We're doing great. Please chuck in a couple bucks, help move this goal. Majicus, I kind of wish I don't wish because you'd probably die, but I kind of wish you'd get that drunk all the time.
I mean, I get it.
It was so
again.
You turned into one of the
first half
funniest
was
people.
really
You turned into one of the funniest people ever, and actually, that's happened to me a couple times too.
Yeah.
I know some people that have these stories of me being drunk, where I'm one of the funniest fuckers ever. And I said things that I would never have said. And I wouldn't even think to say while I was like that trashed. So I get it. And I could never replicate that in my sober state. That level.
It's hard. There's like some kind of drunk energy that you just like pick up like when you're like that. And
yeah.
It's like a fucking superpower.
I can't replicate how magical this moment was back when it happened. But when I was blackout drunk one time, I told a whole room full of people this story about snap-on pubes, like pubes that like snap on. Like you know how some people get like screws, like it was like dermal implants where they like screw things in, because it was a time where like bod mod stuff was like really big. I'm like, why don't you get like an implant of a snap on, like, and you could do like snap on pubes. I don't know. It was pretty great. Anyway, Jeff, you walked in at the wrong time.
Hey, look, you're the one that fucking agreed to do this show.
True.
Yeah.
True.
I forgot, by the way. Yes. Next part.
Okay. Jesus Christ. Background. In early 2015, mother and father were married. The couple separated approximately 6 months later. In December of 2015. Yeah, 6 months later after being married. In December 2015, after the parties separated, mother gave birth to their child. Shortly after the child's birth, mother was granted temporary sole, physical, and legal custody of the child through an ex parte order. The trial court entered 2 subsequent temporary custody orders, both of which granted mother sole, physical, and legal custody of the child, which denied father visitation. Jesus Christ. Oof. Okay.
Yeah, that's normally they at least get visitation rights. You know, there's full custody, joint custody, and like visitation.
Right. And like it's got to be like a thing, like a fucking thing that you can't even get any visitation. Father was ordered to engage in a full-scale evaluation with a court-designated psychologist. Court-designated psychologist who conducted the evaluation of father expressed concern regarding father's serious mental health issues, emotional and interpersonal relationship skills, and a lack of self-control. In November 2016, based in part on the psychologist's report, the trial court entered a temporary custody order. In March 2017, now this is, Jesus Christ, man, this is fucking bananas. This is like 2 years now into this. After a hearing on the matter, the trial court entered a permanent custody order granting sole physical and legal custody of the child to the mother, denying father visitation. Made the following findings as fact in support of this order. The court remains severely concerned over father's mental health status. They remain concerned over father's ability to follow procedures associated with supervised visitation and his ability to follow this court's orders. He has not adequately addressed his mental health issues. The court continues to have severe concerns about his ability to provide a safe and healthy environment for the minor child. It is within the minor child's best interest that the permanent legal custody be blah, 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 blah. That is really fucking crazy. That is wild.
Yes.
Okay.
Like, how does that happen? Like, how often, you know, I don't know anything about parenting or anything like that. Like, how common is that? Like, what?
It's usually common in things that are like pretty disastrously bad. Like if somebody's like being unhinged and making either death threats or like, I'm gonna fucking take them away from you or some shit, or
like kidnapping
even
your
extreme.
own kid. Like people have been charged with kidnapping their own kid, basically.
Right.
You can do that. Yeah.
Right. I do think it's funny. It says father enumerates 14 arguments in his brief on the appeal. Do you have 14 arguments? Were there 14 points? You know. Was each one a single word? Wow.
Make this shit up sometimes.
Yeah. That's crazy. Oof. Yeah, so I'm still digging through this a little bit because a lot of this is just legalese. Let's see. The record shows that the subsequent permanent custody hearing, the trial court did not rely on the psychologist report per se, but rather on the prior temporary custody order, which makes reference to the psychologist report. The court But more importantly, the report from the psychologist hasn't been moved into evidence. Your argument so far is trying to rebut the findings, which you asked to keep out, which weren't admitted. What is in consideration is the temporary custody order. Okay. So basically, he tried to be like, you should throw out my psychology investigation. It is fake news. And they were like, well, that's not in evidence. What's in evidence is the prior court case, which does reference it, yes. But, like, you can't throw out the evidence from the former case because we're not on that case. We're just referencing that case. So shut up and sit the fuck down.
Feels like something an actual lawyer might have known ahead of time.
Yeah. This is pretty. I feel like so. And then this in the permanent custody order, the trial court made 59 findings of fact, but that's not in this document, and I kind of wish it was because I'm really curious what those are. Because that's probably where you would see like their evidence of like what they think he's doing that's dangerous. So I don't know if that's even possible to check out. Let's see. Other arguments. Father has made arguments which we have carefully reviewed and concluded to be wholly without merit. For example, Father argues on appeal that the trial court violated his First Amendment rights by allowing questions to be asked in the custody hearing regarding statements Father made online in videos and on social media pages.
No. You have the First Amendment right to say dumb shit publicly if you want to.
Yeah. It's, oh my God. Okay. You know what? This dude is driving me fucking nuts. Fuck you. Just shut the fuck up for a little bit.
I wonder if JF were here, what he would say about the court violating his First Amendment rights.
Yeah. I wonder if
absolutely.
It's too bad he's not.
Yeah, he's mad because they looked at his videos and his social media pages talking about it, and they were like, he's crazy. And he's like, that you're abusing my First Amendment. Clearly, First Amendment does not apply here. Free speech protections do not apply in this case because the court is not impeding defendants' exercise of free speech. Therefore, we find this argument to be without merit. Here, the political position expressed by Father about the violations of rights that occur in family courts are against men are completely irrelevant or without whether or not he is a fit parent. Also, Father challenges the court's finding that he called Mother and her counsel evil bitches. We find there was sufficient evidence in the record from which the trial court could conclude that the defendant made these statements.
By the way, I just want to point out that the JF fan in the chat that was like debating people on race realism in the chat.
Yeah.
That claimed they had been here for years. I looked at their account and it was made back in March of this year. So you've been here for years, but you just like your account. I don't know.
Okay.
Man.
He probably was here for years, but every single time that he started doing this shit in chat got his ass banned.
Probably.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah, no, that's fucking hilarious. It's like JF thinking that he's so fucking smart and not understanding the most basic concepts. Like he doesn't want freedom of speech. He wants freedom from consequences. And it's so annoying. It's so dumb. And it's not a hard thing to wrap your fucking mind around.
No. Freedom of speech is like you can say anything within reasonable limits that's not like a threat, and you won't get punished by the government for it. That's what freedom of speech is.
But it's also a two-way street because then anybody can then use what you've said against you because they're free to have whatever opinion on it.
It's because it was created because, the American colonies were colonies of the British Empire, which was very powerful at the time. And back then, if you were like, I think it's dumb that the king does this, you could literally go to jail for that. So that's what it was to protect you being able to criticize your governing body.
It's worth making mention, though, that freedom of speech, the First Amendment isn't necessarily freedom of speech, and freedom of speech isn't necessarily the First Amendment. So, he claimed that it violates. They're related, but you can make arguments of in the spirit of free speech, and then you can say that you should be able to do more than like what the First Amendment protects, and you can make those arguments, and I'll listen to those arguments, and sure, fine, that's okay. I get the idea of it. But the thing, though, that is really interesting to me, and this is what I always keep coming back to, and this is what really challenged me back in the day, because I was one of those free speech absolutist dickheads, and I was insufferable, and I get it, is this. If everybody has freedom of speech, and you can say whatever the fuck you want, any place, anytime, nobody can ever fucking censor you, and most of what people then start to see is lies, then what value does freedom of speech have? What value does speech itself have if you can no longer quantify whether or not what you're hearing is even true? So, like, yeah, an idea, the concept of freedom of speech is great. It's great. But to say anything is like you should be a free speech absolutist means you're a fucking idiot, and you haven't thought about it for one fucking second, and you just want to say the N-word. That's it. That's all you want. It's just fucking chill out, man.
Yeah, even as a free speech absolutist, like there's still you'd have to have some fucking limitation on like what you can say, because I don't think that anybody could reasonably make an argument that you'd be like, okay, it's okay for me to threaten to like kill somebody, like
right. But you don't have freedom. Yeah,
speech?
yeah, you don't have freedom of speech to do that in most places. Like threats are not protected under the First Amendment.
And once you establish that, like, okay, even like there's some common ground, everyone agrees that, you know, we shouldn't be able to like go around and like say, kill this guy or whatever. Now you've just said it so whatever your limitations are just a matter of debate. You're not debating whether there should be limitations. You're debating what they should be.
Right.
So like the concept of absolutism in this is just ridiculous.
Right. Well, and to go back, because I just use a very easy cast off argument of like, we just want to be able to say the N-word. Well, the truth is you can say the N-word all fucking day if you want. Say it. Just say
I don't think it
Fucking
should
say
be
it.
illegal to say the N-word.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Well, that's all that's all. Like that's all there is. Like I don't think it should be illegal.
Yeah.
Like people should be allowed to like think you're dumb. Businesses should be allowed to like not want to hire you or whatever for saying it, but you shouldn't be like prosecuted for it. Obviously.
Yeah.
Now, if you're beating the shit out of someone who's black and you call them the N-word, then I think it's fine for being charged with a hate crime at that point, because you've proven what you're doing is like motivated by race in some way. Right? What?
I don't know.
That happens all the time.
I know, but people are stupid emotional creatures, and like you might not have been racially motivated, but you get into like some shit, and you might be racist, but you might not have gotten into it with a racialized motivation, and you might have said something pretty racist. So I mean, that's where it comes down to what you can argue in a court, right? Like,
I've never been fully comfortable with the idea of hate crimes, because
I'm
it's
comfortable
really
with
difficult
it.
to prove what somebody thinks.
If you're already like beating the living shit out of somebody, you probably shouldn't go there.
Right.
Because I think it's perfectly fair at that point to draw a conclusion.
Yeah.
Well, it comes like I was saying, it comes down to like court stuff. So, if you get caught beating up a Jew and you've got like a swastika tattooed on the side of your head, I think you could make a pretty good inference on what's going on there. And you could charge this guy with a hate
but
crime.
that's way less common.
Well, I'm just saying, like, when
I knew
it's less
people,
obvious
honestly,
when it gets argued.
To be
right?
100, I know people who got swastika tattoos that later on regretted it. And
me
like,
too. Yeah, I know a few.
Yeah, so
yeah.
The point at which other people are dictating to you what you think is like, that's where I find there might be danger in it. But
sure,
I don't know.
Sure.
You can have an argument about it. I don't think that it's a slam dunk either way.
Yeah, I think so too. There's not much left in the the divorce document. Yeah, like I think we've milked that cow pretty good.
It's wonderful. Like we could sit here and like meticulously read everything, but why do that? Everyone liked the stream. I want to show you guys JF's first attempt at producing YouTube content.
Oh, please. I cannot wait.
It was called Neuro.tv, and it was JF and his co-host, the Asian woman.
You know how he started this thing?
He did a Kickstarter.
And do you know where he got the majority of his money, though?
From Epstein.
Yes, he did. This is the one that he made. I've never seen it, but I know for a fact that it was partially funded, $25,000 from Jeffrey motherfucking Epstein.
And I do want to say that there's a good chance DP got a slice of that money secondhand from JF back in the day.
You got sloppy Jeffrey Epstein seconds?
I mean, yeah, I'm not afraid to admit it because who the fuck? I didn't even know who Jeffrey Epstein was back then.
Jesus Christ. First you have Milo, the cracker game Yiannopoulos.
Yeah, what the fuck?
You know, like, you know there was a bunch of priests that are using my little young Milo as the cracker.
So I think like, so JF was a $100 DP patron for about like 5 months.
Yeah.
So he gave us probably about $500 of that sweet Epstein Island Lolita Express money.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
Nice. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Why was Epstein funding JF? So Epstein did a lot of philanthropy, and he donated a lot of money to different like educational programs and stuff.
He did.
And JF applied, and JF got the money. He got $25,000, and that's how this whole thing came about.
All right, here's.
I should have applied for $25,000. It would have been great.
Oh, hold on. I'll switch. There we go.
Hi, everyone.
There she
Welcome
is.
To another episode of NeuroTV. Today, our special guest is Dr. Micah Allen, who is a Wellcome Trust postdoctoral fellow at University College London, and who is studying metacognition, and in particular, the mechanisms of mind-wandering and error monitoring, which are the topics of his latest study.
Look at that alpha shad male.
I mean, and the thing too is, she's got to be like 5'5".
Probably.
He's a very tiny man. He's a very, very tiny man.
He also helped us.
Have you seen that picture of him with Brittany Pettibone?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
She's interviewing him like on top of like on the roof of a building or something. I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah. It's incredible. And like there's the Alpha Rivellino style fucking lines and shit marking the fucking height of him and shit. It's so good.
We're not gonna like get too far into this. I just wanted you to see what this show was like.
Yeah.
So yeah, him and her were like hooking up, and they had a Kickstarter too. They did a huge Kickstarter to like fund this show and try to make it into something big.
Yeah.
And I found out she's like a neighbor of mine now.
Does she live in Seattle?
Yep.
Dude, you should go. You should fucking get a hold of her. Send her an email or something.
I don't know. Like I would think maybe she's trying to run the fuck away, like as far away from this as possible at this point. Especially like,
I don't know.
what isn't the story she got kicked out of the university because of him?
I don't know if she did. I don't know, man.
I think they.
Yeah. Let me look. I know what you're thinking of. Let me look.
And while you look that up, I have to run to the bathroom. My old man bladder is kicking in, so I'll be right back.
You were making fun of my little old man bladder.
Dude, that was like a half hour ago.
What? Oh my god, man.
My old man bladder is superior to your old man bladder, Jeff Holiday. I've got the genetics. I've got the amazing bladder genetics. Thank you.
Alpha shad.
I haven't
shad
gotten
bladder.
up once since we started the pre-show. So who's really superior here?
Magicus, that's just because you're looping into your Malibu bottle.
You're not supposed to tell them that. Fuck.
Sorry. Well, I'm looping into this fucking this Pinot Grigio because nobody can tell. You know, it's totally fine. It's got stem cells, baby. It's got stem cells. Yeah. I don't know, man. You know, it's one of those things. Like maybe this girl or woman. She's a woman now. This is a while ago. Maybe this woman. She looks back on the whole JF situation and she's pissed. Maybe she wants to vent. I don't know.
Be pissed, yeah. Like
she's got to know what happened to him.
I wonder if like she does just follow the news and just sees shit like about what's been happening with him lately and just thinks like, what a fucking train wreck.
Right. You know what would be fascinating is if she like forgot all about him for a while, and then randomly saw like that Daily Beast article. That was a bad article. I mean, it was a great article, but like for JF, that was fucking horrific. That was unbelievable. Absolutely scathing. Jesus fucking Christ. Wild stuff.
I don't think I could blame anybody for just not wanting to like be associated with JF anymore. Yeah, that seems like the way to go.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And actually, so I did a little check-in, and no, I think she finished her program at Duke and then moved on to her post-grad. So good for her. That's awesome.
Our Kickstarter campaign proposing to us that we should do something on Reddit, and this actually turned out.
Somebody, they're talking about their Kickstarter campaign right now. There's some allegation that JF pocketed most of that Kickstarter money, but
I want to hear him speak, like young JF speak.
To be one of our biggest forms of publicity, so thank you very much for that. And he is also very active on Twitter and Reddit CogSci, and he has his own blog on neuroconscience.com. So thank you very much for being here with us today.
Thanks for having me.
Mm-hmm. And joining us are also John Kuby and Leanne Boucher.
I mean, I don't want to shit on these people. Let's.
No. I want to hear JF speak.
Yeah. All right, here he is. Here
we go.
When we think about problems, when we feel subjective experience about what we're processing, but as neuroscience progress, we realize there are so many.
This is the kind of shit he talked on our show back in the day. Like,
yeah.
He's not talking about weird, crazy race realism and shit.
Right, and he sounds coherent.
Yes.
Unconscious processes, there are emotions that influence cognition, and so basically the current tendency is to abandon, just like you say, to abandon this definition for a broader definition that includes any high-level information processing or causality link between what comes in a brain and what comes out of it.
Right. I guess you could still...
It's just straight science. You know, I watched about half of this. It's honestly some of his best content. Like, if I have to stack it up.
Yeah.
Now,
Well,
in some ways. Now, him and the Mama JF content is his best content.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But that's just she just brightens every room that she walks into.
She's a sweetheart.
She is. She's a total sweetheart. We miss her. We want her back.
Hugs and kisses. Come home soon.
Yes, absolutely. We need Mama JF to come back. And it's and like it's interesting because I'm envisioning that JF really got broken by all this shit that happened apparently in like 2015 because like you can see he's excited.
He was fired
with he was fired. He was totally kicked out. He was excited about this topic, and so he talks like much more authoritatively. He seems like interested, he's engaged. You watch any of his shows, even like back when he's doing the Warski stuff, the public space, JFG tonight, like he's bored and he doesn't sound like he gives a shit about any of it. It's really, really weird. It's very lazy, boring content. So it's kind of nice to like look back and see him like, you know, give a shit. I don't know, man. It's crazy. It's weird stuff.
Before we move on to the next video, because we're going to kind of like hop along through the entire old school JF catalog. Before we do that, want to remind everyone that tonight, immediately following tonight's show, we're going to go and do a DP post show where we're going to watch some other JF stuff that's never been seen before that we don't have to worry about YouTube fucking with us over. So that's
something. Did we
something
find the sex tape?
To be continued, Jeff. Come on, don't blow your load.
Wow,
man. So also, tomorrow we're doing our DP private show, one of our 2 monthly private shows through Patreon, and we tomorrow, Billy the Fridge will be back, and me and him, we're going to host the second annual DP Halloween special. So I would hope that all of you people out there that watch the show go to our Discord and go into the private show channel in there and send us some spooky content to watch. Me and DP are gonna, or me and Billy the Fridge are gonna watch on DP private show tomorrow. All night throughout the night, we're gonna be watching some crazy, spooky content tomorrow night.
Hocus Pocus
on the DP
Hocus
private
Pocus
show.
On repeat. It's all Hocus Pocus. Hocus Pocus and Hocus Pocus 2. What's the craziest, most fucked up, scary movie you've ever seen, Ben?
It depends on how you define a scary movie. Honestly, like one of the movies that disturbed me the most, and it was just like a psychological thriller, but I was really high when I went to see it, and I was like young and didn't know that kind of shit existed, was the movie 8mm. You ever seen that?
Oh, yeah, sure. That's a good movie, yeah.
That's a fucking fucked up. Like, I had no idea, like... There
Kill
was, like,
them, machine.
There was, like, an underground porn market where, like, people were getting murdered. Just to know that like, it like, devastated my innocent mind to even think that something like that existed. But anyway...
Nick Cage, and what was the dude's name? He was like, what's his fucking name? He played Lucifer and Constantine. God damn it, I love that fucking
fuck.
Yeah. It's
the
good.
guy.
Yeah. I can't remember his name. Somebody said Tumbling Doll of Flesh. You and me are on the same fucking wavelength, my friend. Absolutely. Nah, we get it. We get it.
Yeah. So everyone, please like the stream. Also, I'll post the link like towards the end where you guys can hang out with us tonight on the post show.
Peter Stormare.
Also, if someone wants to help us get to that 50%, couple bucks here and there. I don't have another beard to shave off. I guess I could do a pube shave at the end. I could do a Gail Cord Schuler and shave all my pubes off. Oh, what if I shave off my pubes and glue them to my face tonight?
Yes.
What if I did that?
Yes, absolutely.
How about that?
And then you got to mail them to Melania.
Melania, you're crazy. I love that video because she's calling Melania Trump crazy while she's putting her pubes in an envelope and mailing them.
Yeah. But listen, I know we're about to get to some more JF content.
Yes,
but
we should move it along because that's what's getting the views, not Gail Cord Schuler.
I know, but just for reference. So if you haven't, next time I'm on, I want us to.
I would love to.
There's a video that she made 2 weeks ago called "What's Fat and Black and Retarded All Over." Watch out for polar bears.
That.
Have you watched it on the show?
Me and you could laugh at that, but yes, we could.
We need to bring Hannibal and Monty on and watch that.
Okay. All right. So let's check out this. This is JF's video shortly after he was fired from Duke University.
Yes. Oh, this is so good.
Isn't it crazy that this shit still exists?
It's so wild,
It's still out there.
The internet's forever.
The one video
never forgets.
The one video I couldn't find was the video after he quit Andy Worski live, and him and Worski had their little back and forth, and then JF left, and then he did a stream where he talked about how he quit Worski and like cried a little bit during it. I cannot. That stream does not exist anymore, but a lot of his old ones still do.
If I detect within a system that I cannot make the actions that are headed
you don't want
truth, then why would it be unwise to dissociate me from that system? I don't get your question. Now, I want to rectify what you said. I didn't say that I would never work for university. I said, this is the last time that I dedicate any part of my life to state-funded research. That's very different. In fact, right now, as you are speaking to me, I work for a university, as it turns out. The University of the People, which offers free education to people.
What? I work for university.
Wow. Dude,
so I think this is his angry letter he wrote after getting fired.
Yeah.
Right? The university.
Is it his? He might be like dictating it or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's cuts. I can hear the cuts, actually.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yep.
The private university, it's not a question of private versus public. I will not drive my car to a university, a brick and mortar university, that offers a service to 30 or 100 physical students within a brick and mortar university room. That would be nonsensical to me to do that. Why? Because it's inefficient. We have developed better technologies, and right now, if I open my stream, and in fact, as it turns out, my stream is live, and I just open my stream live as I talk to you, and there's 400 people watching. Do you understand that to get this amount of exposure and to get the thousands of views that I will get as a result in a university, I would have to work my entire life and I wouldn't eat.
So he's saying he gets more views just on social media than he would like teaching at a university or whatever.
True. However, and
one's
that is
accredited
actually,
and one's not.
Well, yeah. Well, okay, and there's something to be said for that, sure. But he does make a very good point there, and it is actually a very terrible point, but it's true. It's actually kind of like the cancer in the world is that any dumb fuck with the right kind of
we got Tipster in the chat.
Hey, what's up, Tipster? Like any weird dumb fuck that just has their pulse on like where society and like pop culture is going can absolutely reach more people than say a lauded professor. Like, yeah, sure. But like explaining that isn't like a point of, you see that I am better than being in the university. And also, when people are listening to your live stream, they're not listening to your live stream so that they can go forward and like become research scientists, you know? Like that's not happening.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, online universities don't work like that. It's very strange. It's copium. And honestly, like if there's one tried and true type of like content you'll always get from JF, it's copium. It's always fucking copium.
Even get to 10%
because he can do no wrong.
No. And he's the smartest.
Of that level
He is,
of exposure.
yeah, he's so smart.
I am right now teaching more efficiently than I would as any sort of teacher in any sort of university.
These people are not students. Right?
Oh, they're not students. And I prefer that because...
Who's he talking to?
I don't know.
They are listening to me out of their own desire. And they are listening to Mouthy Buddha out of their own desire. Do you realize the difference between...
Mouthy Buddha. God, that's a name I haven't heard in forever.
Yeah, he still makes content.
Between being
it's just
to being in a school.
He makes content over either on BitChute or on Rumble, and it's still kind of the same thing of like, goddamn, that dude knows how to edit a fucking video, and goddamn, what in the fuck is he talking about? The pandemic kind of broke his brain a bit.
To learn something.
I was pretty good friends with him for a while.
Get a diploma, so you get useful outputs out of it, versus voluntarily joining a YouTube channel to get the information you want. I much rather talk to the people who voluntarily choose me than those people who are forced to listen to me for 3 hours.
I can understand your perspective there, but if these people are only getting their perspective from you, right, in a university they would also be getting their perspectives from other university teachers who maybe differ in their opinions from what you're saying.
Yeah.
Do you really
think that he just made the exact point that just went through my mind immediately after he said that? It's like, if somebody's going on YouTube to hear the things they want to hear, they're not really being educated, are they? Like, the whole point of education and going to a university is hearing things that maybe challenge the beliefs that you hold and expanding your understanding.
Right.
Yeah, like, you're not going to get that by just fucking following one person on YouTube who just tells you what you want to hear.
Yeah.
That's not education.
I got a question. Was I a friend with Mouthy Buddha before or after he started JQing? That's a complicated question because when I was friends with Mouthy Buddha, he was an alt-writer, but he like very openly and very directed to me was like, I feel like there's a problem here because I'm seeing like all these people that are friends of mine like really fuck up. And then he confessed to me before it became public knowledge that his best friend went to prison for shooting at protesters, and his friend was a neo-Nazi.
Oh,
and I was
no.
like, buddy, oh shit. So like he and I had a lot of really long conversations, and I tried to like, you know, just be real with the guy and just have conversations with him. And I do actually really, I like John. I like John. John's a cool guy. But the Mouthy Buddha persona has gone really far into some crazy conspiracies that I just can't co-sign, man. And I wish he continued the trajectory out of that, but it's not my life to live. So whatever.
Right now, quick break just for a moment to ask that all of you out there, please subscribe to the channel. We could use more subscriptions, and also click the bell and all that shit. You know, this channel got most of its subscribers before the bell even existed. And I guess what YouTube decided when they rolled out the bell is that anyone who subscribed before that just didn't have the bell selected.
Right.
So they turned a 1-click process into a 3-click process. Click subscribe, click the bell, and then click always. Like, why? Okay, if you've clicked the bell, that's always, right? Like, why is there a third thing that's like, sometimes? Like, what? Anyway, I just wanted to get that out there because when I do it, more people subscribe. So please subscribe if it's not too difficult to do 3 fucking things that used to only take 1. Thank you.
Any single person who is listening to us, any human being right now, processing my voice to their ears, do you really think that there's a single one of them that does not get their information elsewhere, that does not complete what I say with other things that they have access to? Do you really think that there's anyone on this entire fucking planet believing what JF says as a dogma? There's none.
I do, actually.
No, there's none.
I think our chat has proven that
I'm not going to
there
name
are.
any names.
They definitely are.
Because they love to hear their own name too much. But someone insinuated that JF having his origins on DP was in some way meaning DP was promoting race realism. And
sort of.
Yes.
That's one way to read it. I think it was just a very
okay. I don't need any of your low IQ interventions, JF.
I'm
Holiday.
All right, you know what? You're right. I'm gonna let you deal with that yourself. Fuck it.
Sure.
But
Sure. So what I'll say, is that he had never mentioned anything about that forever.
Yeah.
So it's very disingenuous to suggest something like that. I know you're trying really hard.
And the thing is too, like all of that happened so long ago as well. I mean, and DP was a different place than it is now. So I don't know how much it's worth like taking it too personal. I mean, some other people have taken it very personally.
Well, I'm not taking it personally, but it's par for the course. Like certain people have done this kind of shit forever where they talk about stuff and pretend like they don't know what they're talking about. So they're very vague about it to like insinuate something was a certain way. And then when they're like, oh, I didn't say that. I didn't even know that. Actually, I didn't even watch it. So I don't even really know that much about it. That's the MO of certain people, and it's been that way for like over a decade.
DP, you've had like so many people on this show that like you don't agree with everything that they say anyway, and then like when you find out like terrible things, you know, then they're just not invited back anymore. Like G-Man last time.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah, it's true.
Yep.
I start saying.
Oh wait, actually, no. That they brought up a good one. Doug Two Nipples. He's been pretty fucked up for a long time, and he kept bringing him on.
To debate people.
Well, let me debate Doug. I want to debate Doug
I'll
so
bring
bad,
on,
man.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Yeah, I'll bring someone on to debate their bad ideas against someone else.
It's
Absolutely.
not like we haven't challenged them. Like,
yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Yeah, like just saying like, oh, you brought them on, therefore you're like endorsing them. That's bullshit.
Well, and also the thing too, what I will say
And
as a counter,
and JF for years did not say anything about race realism.
Well, but this is the other thing too, and I will stand up for you and take your side in this against you. Who I guess this person we're not
Voldemort.
naming, whatever, is that like JF didn't come on DP because he was invited. He came on because he paid. Like
he paid
money
and told me his name and what his credentials were, and I looked him up, and and like,
but he bought the slot with his Patreon money.
He did, and everybody liked him. And I had he was on Pitmonk used to do streams all night after DP. He would go on there. That's where the Ligsy Legs thing came from. I had Vadim Newquist in my DMs trying to get him on Creationist Cat videos back then. Like all this shit. What I don't understand this like revisionist history, like weird retroactive bullshit where like, oh, someone's a bad person now confirmed. You should have known somehow back then. Before they said anything, it's such a lazy way to do a form of character assassination against somebody. Yeah. It's fucking lazy.
Shit, I will be like Kraut. I'll be abandoned by this. No, it's true.
Like the only point that I'm making here is that if somebody was going to a university, right, and they took your class, right? They'd also be taking other classes with other professors that would provide them alternate opinions than your own. Whereas I would assume,
at this point, I'm wondering if you're trolling. Do you really think you get an alternative discourse within universities?
You only have one teacher for one subject at a university.
I was going to say that.
Right, and also like Jordan Peterson's doing the same thing right now.
That wasn't my experience. When I went through multiple degree programs, and I had teachers in multiple. They were in the same department, but they had much different opinions. But the people that are watching JF are actually hearing those other opinions on his subject or not. That's it.
Okay, so you're concerned about the people who are watching JF?
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that.
But that's the beauty of YouTube. They have other choices. I don't have to represent all the choices. I don't have to be a university. I just have to be a good professor. And YouTube is the university.
No,
I don't have to incarnate your desire for diversity.
Any dumbass with an opinion can make a channel and just spout whatever they want to. Like, YouTube is not a university.
No. It is. That's how Jared got his black belt back in the day.
YouTube University.
Yep.
The world.
How did that work out for him against the Green Rangers dojo again?
Dude. Not everyone. I mean, like, he's into, like, karate, bro.
Responsibility is to provide that diversity. However, if you really listen to what I say, everywhere I intervene, everywhere I ever spoke, I've always stood for a single thing: cognitive diversity. The liberty for people to say stuff that they really think according to their own methods, their own thoughts, and their own beliefs.
All right. And then
the only cognitive diversity he gives a shit about is the gap in intelligence between him and the people he tries to impregnate. Okay, I'm just putting that out there.
Here's JF's attempt at making like a YouTube drama video back in his early
days. Spicy.
Following a series of revelations by multiple YouTubers, it appears that YouTube atheist celebrity Jacqueline Glenn has engaged into a series of acts of plagiarism over the past 3 years. In this video, I summarize and analyze the current findings, and I add 2 new cases of plagiarism which were not discussed previously.
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
The
is this
great
font?
internet events of the 21st century with Dr. Jean-Francois Gariepy.
Why you got doctor on there, man? Why you got doctor on there?
Because you have a PhD, you're a doctor.
He does not have a PhD.
Yes,
though.
he does.
He does. No, he does not. He does not have a PhD.
Pretty sure he does.
If I'm not mistaken, he before he could get his PhD, he was in his PhD doc when he got booted out. I don't think he got his PhD.
No, I think he was hired there because of his PhD.
I don't think so. I'm gonna look it
Pretty
up.
sure.
I might be wrong. I might be
I
wrong.
think that he does. I'm gonna put my chips on that side.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna find out for sure.
I love the little like stars over the eyes in there. That's great.
Oh, I'll be fucked. He does have a PhD. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I was wrong.
First, let us look at
I
the
was wrong.
historical context in which Jacqueline Glenn's plagiarism occurred. This is a graph illustrating the amount of views per month for Jacqueline Glenn's channel, summarizing her entire career. To help you situate yourself, consider that it is in June 2011 that Rebecca Watson and Richard Dawkins initiated Elevator Gate, and in which Richard Dawkins wrote the famous letter.
So this was what he did before, where it's like white people have to have babies.
Dear Muslima. At this time and in the year that followed,
Oh,
Jacqueline
that's
Glenn
great.
was
Yeah,
still a
he's doing a
relatively
Sturgis
unknown
right now.
YouTuber and affirmed
Yes, exactly. He's showing stats.
In God.
Look at the numbers,
My
bud.
inbox was just flooding with like responses to my comment. People saying,
So he's saying like, oh, Jacqueline used to make pro-Christian videos, which she did in her early days. And then what happened was she started making atheism videos, and then TJ started featuring her, which is how I figured out about her. And then that's where this climb is. Yeah, that's like Jacqueline was like a rising YouTube atheist. It doesn't look like anyway.
The only thing I know about Jacqueline Glenn is I met her at VidCon, and out of all the people I met at VidCon, she was the most unfriendly and just like completely shitty and just like
you know what though? Like
whatever.
I met her with Blair White, and she was the friendly one, and Blair White wasn't.
Blair, unless you have a really good in, Blair's not necessarily.
Well, I already knew
friendly.
her. I had already like conversated with her. We had her on the stream and whatever. But I'm not saying she's a bad person. By the way, it was just like she was less friendly than Jacqueline Glenn was. So.
Who, Blair? No,
Yeah.
Blair's a bad person.
No, to me personally, the one time that I met her.
I do miss my Blair Bear, but she's not a good person anymore. Maybe Jacqueline, when I met her, was just having a bad day. Maybe
I don't know. Who knows?
By people who can't tolerate jokes about the Prophet Muhammad.
comedians, cartoonists, and YouTubers shouldn't have.
Anyway, so this is some of the other shit JF was making. Here, he actually made a part 2 to that, which we're not going to play. Dude, all right, this is the shit that blows my mind. Back in the day when Pimp Monk was really smart about YouTube and how he had been on DP when DP was pulling huge views back in the day. And he piggybacked off of us where he'd stream immediately after us. And it would get recommended to like all of our subscribers that were still online after we were done.
Oh, yeah.
And he was pulling pretty big crowds. And JF was on there a lot. Vadim was on there a lot. A whole bunch of people. And another one was Tommy from the Bronx, who I love that dude. He's been gone. I have no idea what happened to that dude, but
I
great
see him
guy.
every now and then.
I went out drinking with all those guys in Columbus, Ohio. And by the way, that same night in Columbus, Ohio, when I was out drinking, I met a girl named JJ Talks. And little did I know. Well, and I had met other people online that had been like, JF was just in my DMs, and he was asking me to co-host his show.
God.
Like, it was all women too. They were like, JF wants me to just like the cooking show and whatever.
Oh my God.
So
oh my God, you're giving me flashbacks to remembering that he had that one show with all those different girls as hosts.
Well, he Baked Alaska's like girl that he had a crush on, Sweet Erin. He was trying to get her to like co-host his show. But anyway, I knew this young woman, probably like 20, 21 years old, named JJ Talks that did that used to be on Pimp Monk streams back in the day, and JF actually convinced her to do a podcast with her. And check this out. It's that's JJ.
Yeah.
I'm JJ Talks with a Z, your friendly neighborhood SJW. Please don't make me cry.
Please don't make me cry.
No
My name is JF.
And he's using a clip from being on DP back
I am
then.
a French, white, cisgender, heterosexual male. Also, my favorite meal is blood. Pork blood.
So you're telling me I'm just a monkey?
You have access to books to raise a little bit your camera. Your best angle should be a couple of centimeters above what it is.
Got it?
Actually, I didn't really care. I just wanted to test if you were going to submit to the patriarchal request.
So, like, the whole show was him just, like, creeping out on her? Like,
So I see people as autonomous individuals above breeders or baby-making machines.
What's so wrong about being a sexual object? Isn't that all we are?
Feminism is the movement that will push us closer to egalitarianism.
You can be whatever you want, but if you're mean and the internet shames you for the next 10 years, I will not be there to protect you.
So this was a thing, and I was looking for this the other day. I'm like, where the fuck is this? I remember this show existing because I knew both of them, and I was like, and it was uploaded in some weird corner of the internet still, and I was like, there it is.
Wait, was he seriously criticizing her for angle camera as he keeps like talking in and out of the frame and the side?
I mean, well, he was just seeing if she would submit to his patriarchy. Anyways, so
I've got a really quick question. So is he not doing his show anymore? Because I haven't seen.
It's on Odyssey.
Oh, it's on Odyssey now. Because he seems to have scrubbed like all of his old shows on YouTube, which is pretty fucking
They're
wild.
still out there.
I know they're still out there. I just got to find out where they are. But I want to, because I remember after he and Andy broke up, he went through like 2 different co-hosts, both of which were women.
The one said like they should like NUKE Africa.
Yeah. And she was this horrible fucking Nazi bitch who was also like
a singer.
A singing stand concessionist at a fucking
Philadelphia
baseball stadium.
Phillies, I think. Something like that.
Yeah, it was the Phillies. That's what it was. Yeah,
I gotta pee so bad. I'll be right back.
Oh my god!
With this? Oh my god!
Shut
man,
up!
What the hell?
Wow, dude. Oh my god, that's taking me back, dude. Who the fuck was that? Wow. Okay. JF Gariepy, Philadelphia Phillies singing. I don't know if we're gonna be able to figure this out. It's fucking crazy, dude. It's so fucking weird. Absolutely bananas. Somebody else has to remember that shit, though, right? Emily, it was Emily something. Yes. Thank you, Tom. I don't know why. I know. But hey, but he knows. Emily Majicus. That's what it was. Oh my god, that's right. Holy shit. Oh my god. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's who it was. Oh my god, that's gonna fucking drive me crazy. Yeah. Holy shit. JF Gariepy, Emily Majicus violates JF's safe space. Oh my god, yes. Okay, I'm sending this to Ben because this is fucking gold. Holy shit. Yeah, JF starts talking about migrant babies, and you're gonna see it in her eyes. She's about to say something. And you're like, oh no. Oh, here it comes. Here it fucking comes.
Yeah, Mom, you want to know what speed I'm going at? I'm going at the speed of love, you idiot.
The speed of love. Are you talking about Missy from the Morning Wood? Yeah, she had some ginormous hooters, and she's a sweetie pie. She's very nice. I don't want to be gray. I don't know. God damn
I
it.
don't know what happened. You had color for like a little bit, and then it just like disappeared again.
It's driving me fucking bananas, dude. It's driving me absolutely fucking crazy.
Are you are you turning into like a walker or something? Are you like gonna eat my brains? Is that what's happening?
Maybe, because there's only one filter active on this fucking thing. That's the chroma key, and if I turn it off, suddenly I have like, oh well, that's actually kind of nice because
you have most of your color back.
Yeah, that'll work. Fuck it. Yeah, that'll work. Fuck it. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. There we go. You can see my my reddish pallor.
No more old school like monster movie vibe here.
Yeah. Looked like it was in a Tim Burton film. Ooh.
Yeah.
Hopefully one of the old ones. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Oh, there you are, Benjamin.
Yes.
I sent you something on Discord. It's fucking amazing. It's absolutely
crazy.
Yeah.
I saw this earlier. I was about to download it actually, and I like kind of spaced on it. Yeah, I'll get it here.
Okay. Good.
Welcome. We start this new series where we will discuss a couple of subjects about...
This is him with JJ back. He's still being careful not to like... Probably because he wanted to impregnate JJ, right?
Probably. Yeah.
I mean, like...
Change the scene.
Yeah, video screen, please.
Actually, it doesn't even matter because he fucked up on the video.
Oh
yeah.
shit.
Actuality, news, politics, and gender studies.
This was his attempt to start a new podcast with an attractive woman.
JJ's a cutie.
Yeah, you know, she is. So, yeah. Anyway,
yeah.
And she had blue hair, so you know. It
yeah.
reminded him.
This is how you remind me of that bitch who cut me out of my kid in custody court.
This was, I think, before the first potato.
This
so
one here?
he,
I don't think so.
I think it is actually.
No
I think
way.
yes,
No,
yes.
That was
this
2016.
This is 2014 or 15.
Oh.
Yes. This is early JF on DP, like getting more attention, and he met her, and and he's still going for like college girls because JJ went to a university and stuff. I remember.
Yeah.
When I met her, she was going to a university. So. All right, hold on. I'll get that video you sent me.
Excellent. It's going to be good.
Yeah, Tipster, I think I'm pretty sure that's exactly what happened.
Did he try and use the show to find fertile women to use as co-hosts? Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Nah, it's crazy. I know there was Mama JF one before her. Is there a third? Well, he's been... Okay, so you got to keep in mind. He has been married 3 times. Okay,
and Mama JF isn't one of those.
Mama JF isn't one of them.
And he's like 40.
I don't know how old he is.
He's younger than both of us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
He is.
I just had his wiki up, motherfucker. Yeah. Crazy that he has a Wikipedia. No, yeah, born 1984. He's 2 years younger than me and 2.5 years younger than you.
Yep.
The Public Spaz. But yeah, it's really funny because, like, you know, there are many ways you could get on Wikipedia. Being notable, having accidental thing happening, something, you know, like anything. But his is because he's a white nationalist, alt-right ethnostaters. So you know, that's one way to do it, I suppose. It's fine. It's crazy.
Yeah, not the strategy I would have picked, but apparently it has worked, so...
It's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see how it plays out.
Yeah.
Shit. All right. For some reason, this is like the one I can't download, so I'm just going to play it straight from the browser, I guess.
All right.
In the news, up to 100 migrants, including babies, they feared dead after boat sinks off the coast of Libya. So just this image is quite stunning. It gives you an idea of the kind of boats that people use to get into various countries. In this case, they shored off the coast of Libya, but who knows where they were headed. That is a very high...
You know, if they keep doing this, we're not even going to have to nuke Africa. They keep doing.
All right, so just for YouTube, we disavow 100%.
Disavow.
We are mocking the fuck out of this shit. We don't agree that this should happen.
Doing all these boats going into the ocean.
Emily.
Emily.
He fucking mutes her.
Emily,
you are muted. Emily, you are muted. What the fuck is happening with you, Emily? It's like you have the memory of a fucking fish.
Holy shit.
No, you can't say the N-word. Okay. Well, no, I said that it was not the thing that led to a hate speech strike. But I do tell you now, you cannot talk about nuking various countries for fun.
It's not a country, JF. JF, Africa is a continent, not a country, JF. I thought you would have learned that on the way to your PhD.
Jesus fucking Christ, man.
As long as you don't have fun doing it, you can talk about it, though.
And she's just going off, man.
But if you get in a boat with 100 people on this tiny floating object, and you put some kids in there, if they drown, that's on you. That's your fault.
All right. So, Emily, I will be stopping the show. I'm taking 3 days of break. I'm deleting this episode. And if you want to come back, please think a little bit about the rules that we've talked about. I won't spend every night I interact with you, spending 5 hours just regenerating the video, beeping all of you, re-listening to all of your words. It sucks. I cannot do that. Do you understand?
All right, JF, well, I think it sucks too.
Think, Emily, think.
All right, let's read the super chats before we leave. Okay, good. Did you have something to say?
I said I really tried. I really did.
What? Okay, when you have less common sense than JF, what's going on in your life?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
You know what's wild too is what's really super crazy is once she was already kind of getting a little bit of a notoriety for saying some really spicy shit in different areas, but once she came on JF's show, it boosted her just enough that the real world took notice of some of the shit that she'd been saying. Her whole life was fucking ruined. Absolutely ruined. Lost her job, lost everything, and she has disappeared from the internet, which is probably the best course of action.
Rightly so.
Yeah, rightly so. And no, I will always agree that he was right to boot her off. But the thing is, the motivation behind why he booted her off,
protecting his channel.
Yeah, it's not like he's being like, wow, that's distasteful and fucked up. I don't want you saying that on my channel. It was you are going to get me in trouble. Get the fuck out of here. It's nah.
Yeah, it's I agree with you, but you cannot say that out loud.
I was on my best behavior. I guess it wasn't good enough.
Absolutely. Todd Vine Fresh, $25 says, thank you both.
Okay. Yeah. I do have a little more fun stuff. Going down memory lane. Here he is. Here's JF snapping at Andy Worski.
Oh shit!
Okay, this is Andy, this is important. I'm not into low IQ interventions. Andy, so you shut the fuck up for 1 minute.
Okay, fine, fuck, man.
So
all right.
This is a classical argument of the form of Stefan Moliner.
Did Andy Worski lose his security deposit in this apartment for putting all that shit on the wall?
I don't know, man.
I don't know. That's just a joke.
Which is, you engage in discussion, therefore you accept all the rules of discussion. I didn't. I don't. I'm just a human being. I emit noise. There are other beings. They interpret this noise based on their own rules. Andy, you can go ahead.
I love how he's like, Andy, now you can talk.
Why do you have to be a dick like that? I was going to ask one question that was part of this.
I was kidding, Andy.
Just a joke, bro. Just a joke. Just a joke. No, you weren't joking.
No, that pissed me off, dude.
Sorry, Andy. I was kidding.
No, you weren't.
Because
no.
Low IQ interventions.
You're triggered. You can't fucking just go.
I was not actually triggered.
Yes, you were.
Love you, Andy.
I
was kidding.
He's kissing his ass now because he's like, damn, this is my like meal ticket. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Is basically seriously.
Okay, I want to ask one thing. I want to clarify.
All right. So I want to wait until Jeff gets back. Jeff Gariepy. When he comes back. All right, there we go. We'll hang out here. Dude, the tip train has been stuck. Is something not working over in the tip train? I did make some changes to Streamlabs recently, but I think everything should still work. I don't know about the people that use like debit and credit cards, but I switched something around. But if someone wants to, like, if someone who would normally already donate to us that's holding off, that uses a debit card to donate, try that out and let me know if it's not working. Because I made a change today. Just trying to make sure that it's okay.
Huh?
And we haven't, just throwing it out there at the chat. Like, we've gotten less donos than usual. And
it works.
There it is. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I respect you. I respect you.
I respect you.
Here's the breakup stream.
Oh no.
Yes.
All right. You never let this happen live. You never let this happen live.
I mean,
no matter how bad it is, no matter how much you hate each other, no matter how much dirt you have on each other, you never do this live. I don't care if it starts. If it starts to happen, whoever's in control of ending the stream, you click end the stream.
Yeah.
Going
Just
on,
tell them
Here we
it was
go.
a technical glitch.
Doing well. I'm here with JF. JF, last night I saw something interesting. You made a stream.
What was it?
You made a stream, and you were talking about me, about something that I have already talked about on our show, as well as later on the Kumite that you were reviewing.
So Andy Worski should have. You should have DMJF about this.
About the
Tom, you're a moron, and I realize for content, of course, like this is funny content we're watching. Yeah, I get that. You're a moron on this issue. Because as a content creator, to protect yourself, you should end this. You shouldn't you shouldn't do this. Like, none of this should be going on live. Like, if you want to work some shit out, you do it in public or in private.
Yeah, I wouldn't do this on a fucking street corner. Like, yeah, this is not something the rest of the world needs to know about.
Yeah, dude. Well, the world doesn't revolve around what's good and bad content. Like, sometimes it's in these two guys. I'm talking about these two guys right here. They shouldn't have done this like this. I don't care what you think is. Yeah, it's entertaining. I'm watching it. No shit. Do you not understand? Like, okay. You don't leave your house. You fucking spend all your time online. You're a fucking like terminally online moron. I get it. It's fine. I evolved in a more fucking strategic age.
Get to the chopper.
There we go. Thank you.
Get to the chopper.
The slander I did on Cantwell. So on my,
well, I'm telling you, if you're smart and an alpha shad male, you don't do this live. You do it where it doesn't make you
do it off air. Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's.
Could you imagine if Jeff Bezos like renegotiated Amazon like live, like he's like firing executives and stuff like that?
Watch the GOP not elect a speaker. No one said rightoids were smart.
This is exactly true. It's the same shit, just on a larger scale.
It's one of those things because like I've had a breakup. You know, I've had a fucking podcast.
You don't do it live on air.
I know. I didn't do it live on air. Like we sat down, we talked about it off air. I mean, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy at all. But like, you know, we dealt with it. We moved on. But like, but that's the thing. Like in the time of the internet blood sports, when all this shit was going on, everything was content. Everything was on the fucking table, and feel...
internet blood sports. Let me sum up every internet blood sports debate. Oh, here's the debate topic. All right, well, I take this side of the topic. No, I take this other side of the topic. Oh, yeah, well, you're a pedophile. And that was every internet blood sports debate ever. Like literally everyone ever.
I won't lie, it's entertaining to a point, but like you're not going to learn anything about the debate.
That was every fucking stream.
Yeah.
Every single fucking one, man,
first
over and over.
Of it, I was talking about how he was talking about like murder or whatever, and then later I talked about how it was in the hypothetical.
Oh, Tom, you mean the debate who was arguing who was more of a pedophile? I'm glad you found those entertaining. I don't know.
Situation.
Yeah, me.
I wouldn't have done them, but
like the
I'll laugh
original
at it.
statement, right? Even though I did rectify it, and we talked about it on our show. Yet you feel like you could do an hour and a bit acting as if I have not talked about the entire situation. Like I didn't like you didn't even start out with, oh, Andy already talked about this, and you know, he already said that he sees what he did wrong and he actually corrected it on Warski Live. You made it seem like I did that and I didn't acknowledge what happened.
Well, it was not my goal to make it seem that way. However, I know that what you said on the last Warski Live when we talked about it was not sufficient. I found evidence for more defamation, for more misrepresentations, and so to my taste, what we discussed on Warski.
So instead of like getting together and being like, hey, dude, when you said that thing about me, it bothered me. I don't think you should say that. Could you please not say that? I think you're wrong, or like whatever. Even if you're right, can you please not say that? Can we like keep working together? But instead, JF got mad about something Andy said and did a stream like being
which he shouldn't have done.
Yeah, exactly. He did a stream like, oh, this is why Andy Warski's a fucking liar and piece of shit. You know, Andy Warski, instead of being like, hey, JF, we shouldn't fight over this right now. We should like privately. Now Andy Warski's live against JF. And then
I'm going to talk about something that I haven't talked about like I think I talked about it once randomly on one of my own streams once, and then I never spoke about it again. But enough time has passed. I will talk about it right now because it has a lot of relevance to what's happening right now. Okay? The reason why I don't feel bad for either of these guys, because number one, and it's true, number one, JF should have not made that fucking stream and talk shit about Andy, his co-host, behind his fucking back immediately after they were done with their show. Shouldn't have fucking done it. And then Andy should not have then ambushed him first thing in the show to try and talk to him about it. But here's the thing. When Internet Blood Sports kicked off, when all that bullshit with the drama surrounding me and Andy happened, the night that I first had to defend myself, and before all of this like revelation came out, which was all a fucking lie to begin with, I messaged Andy after we got offline, and I said, dude, I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you about these bullshit allegations that are about to come out. It's going to come out tomorrow. We need to talk before you do another stream. And he said, bro, I got you. No worries. It's totally fine. I'm really tired. I'm going to go to bed. And I woke up the next morning to a fucking stream called Jeff Holiday is a Snake.
Yeah, of course.
And that was those 2 days, that the first day I defended myself to the second day when there was Jeff Holiday as a Snake, was the fucking genesis of Internet Blood Sports. And it was all predicated on somebody not fucking talking to their literal fucking friend.
DP was
behind
like
the scenes.
Early day Drunken Peasants was like proto Internet Blood Sports, but we wouldn't allow like people to go like for the jugular. But I will say, yes, it like the whole Internet Blood Sports thing eventually was like, who, like, we've killed this person, like we've killed these people outside of our purview. Now we gotta kill the people in our purview.
Right.
And they just kept eating each other and eating each other and eating each other and eating each other. And then there was like the Kumite and Warski Live, and then JF and Andy ate each other, and then Andy went over to Kumite, and then Tonka Saw
like
and Andy ate each other, and then it went like, it just kept like they kept like the snake kept eating its tail.
Everybody was speed running to fuck everybody over as fast as possible. And that meant each other. Like, and nobody was off the fucking table. Everybody was trying to fuck each other over. It didn't matter. No friendships were fucking safe. And so I don't feel bad about any of this shit. Because it happened to me before it fucking happened to anybody else.
I feel bad for Chris.
Yeah, me too. So
it was not weird, dude. The point at which it spilled over into like starting actual fucking like fights that people would then not show up for. That was pretty funny. That was the best.
Which is why I did
not just like street fights, like a fight in an arena with a fucking ring and like everything televised, all that shit.
That entire saga was like one of my favorite internet moments of all time.
Warski slandered Cantwell.
Well, with your a position on the slander, which is my position as well, you shouldn't slander people or misrepresent what they said. You later in that stream talk about Tonka and failure, and your
later enemies
in your
because all your friends are your enemies later in this whole business model
definition of slander them by saying for 2 weeks they've been trying to get me you fired from Warski Live, which is untrue, and which caused a ton of your viewers, your fans or whatever, to go over there with the information that you gave, which was not true, and for them to bash Tonka and failure for something that they didn't do. And then you also state, after I was talking to you on Discord near the end of the show, you state that I said my exact words were, I'm going to take a break from...
It's funny that all these shows use like Google Hangouts. Like I can see like on JF's window. Yeah. Dude, that was such a thing that was used so much. What a dumb fucking thing that they took away from people. And they just pushed it over to like StreamYards. Like StreamYards is like the new Google Hangouts. That's better than Google Hangouts, but
Kumite,
still.
I need to relax and get my mental state and work on our show a little bit better. And then you follow it up when I hang up with me saying that that you got me to quit Kumite, and you're destroying the Kumite. Like, that's not what I said at all. So if there's a huge problem with slander and misrepresentation, which I believe there is, and we should definitely talk about it when it happens, what made you feel? Why did you feel it was okay for you to slander and misrepresent what they said and what I said in the exact same stream, talking about slander?
I deny that I have.
By the way, if you're just showing up and you think we're losers, or even if you don't think we're a loser, please like the stream. Make sure you're still subscribed. And later on after the stream, we're going to do a post show. So you don't want to miss that. But I do, this is a very important video. God, they're not even close through it. Hold on. Let me get it halfway through, because we don't have enough time to play this whole thing, because there's more I want to play on the show here.
I would expect that you would have my back, but now it's okay, I'm under all this stress, all this bullshit. I've explained myself.
By the way, at this point, Andy was huffing, sniffing blow like a madman. I think even he would admit to
allegedly.
That. No, I think he's admitted to that. I think he's admitted to that.
Didn't he say it on the show the last time he was here?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with Andy Worski at all. Me personally, no problem. I'm not trying to start. No, I'm not saying you don't. I'm saying I don't.
And you don't have my back. Your main.
But yeah, he's done a lot of stupid shit that he'd probably agree he has done.
Priority on that stream was to bash me, undermine me, make me look bad, and make shekels off of it.
That is not true.
Shekels.
Yes.
Priority.
Now it's Kino, I guess.
It was to reconciliate us with a fan base that has identified your slandering of Cantwell and has shown us through dislikes that they were unhappy about it. So if we didn't go through last night, there would have been a lie staying on the public space from you that I wouldn't have called out. I will always call out lies. I will always make that type of stream. I do not back on any words that I said yesterday. Many of them were jokes, by the way. When I say I control the universe because you will
I don't
go to
like
the committee
I was just joking.
The next day.
People use that way too much.
That's a joke. It's bans.
Yeah, that's
I'm
cowardly.
sorry if you can
that's
take
cowardly
it.
as fuck.
I stand by it.
I'll put it this way. I don't like Andy because of our shared history, and I don't have to like Andy. I don't tell anybody to not like Andy. You can like whoever the fuck you want.
I don't necessarily. I mean, I don't know. I don't like or I don't know him. You knew him better than I knew him. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I just said I don't have a problem with him. That's it.
No, I know, but I'm segueing into something. I'm saying I don't like the guy because we have a shared history that I don't have to get over. Mm-hmm. But I'm not gonna tell people like or not like whoever. But I will say, as much as I don't like Andy Worski, fuck JF Gariepy. He's a fucking scummy creep piece of fucking shit. And 10 times out of 10. I would take Andy Worski's side, even if the fact I don't like him. Even the fact I fucking don't like Andy Worski, and I have every reason not to like him, I will take his side over this troll, uggo, weirdo, goblin, freaky motherfucker every single fucking time. Every single time. Because JF is disgusting. He's like a bad human being.
I watched Andy Worski get beat up in his boxing match. And I was like, he didn't do good. And then people were trying to stir up drama. But it's but immediately after that,
he showed up.
Hold on, though.
Showed up.
That's what I was about to say. Don't give them a clip point, please. Let me finish before they clip me being oh, he fucking got his ass kicked so bad.
Wow, Ben, tell me more.
Yeah, guys, clip that. All right.
Right. Thanks, Jeff. I don't know if I could have done better. The dude he fought was a madman. You know,
yeah, he
like,
was it like Salt Poppy or
yes.
something like that?
Have you seen the physical
monster?
Have you seen the physical transformation of that guy now too?
Yeah, man.
Dude,
no,
he
he's a
did
beast.
his first fight. He was a fat guy that knew how to box. Like he had the boxing skills and like dominated. And ever since then, he's gotten like more and more hard. So
yeah, I wouldn't want to.
He's
fight
lost
that guy. Fuck
at
that,
least
dude.
one. He's lost at least one. But I'm not like I don't even know I would be up to box anybody. Now
I could take him.
What,
I'm just
Andy?
fucking kidding. No, I meant Salt
Are we
Poppy, and I'm
gonna
kidding.
are we gonna do this? Should I call? Hold on, I'm gonna text Keemstar right now. Jeff Holiday versus
No, you know what?
Andy Worski.
Unironically,
What?
Unironically,
You
text
fu-
Keemstar and tell him that I want to box Tim Pool because that's true.
No,
I wanna
Andy
box Tim
Worski.
Pool.
Andy Worski, Jeff.
No, I don't look. I don't like
fucking with
Andy.
you.
I
I'm
don't
not
like Andy, but I don't want anything bad to happen to Andy, and I don't want to hurt Andy. Like, I'm just
is that-
happy.
so you're guaranteeing that if you fight Andy, something bad will happen to him.
Oh my God, Ben, fuck off. I don't have to stick around. It's bad. Like I don't even like watching clips of like my former friend. It actually really kind of makes me sad.
Really? Okay.
It does. It does. It makes me sad, man. Like me and Andy were like fucking this, dude. Our first VidCon, we got suites right next to each other. We were like fucking Laverne and Shirley on that shit, man.
I'm your better friend than
loved
Andy. I'm just showing I'm your better friend than Andy, Jeff.
Not right now.
Oh, yes, I am. What are you talking about?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe somebody's sleeping in the doghouse tonight.
Oh,
I was proud to see that you were refocusing on Warski Live, but I'm very disappointed by what I see tonight. You organize a show where we will be talking to each other just like this instead of our guests who have been scheduled for many days. It's been a lot of times that I've been reserving guests, that I've been scheduling guests.
No, actually, honestly, when I talked to Andy, I was like, you and Jeff should just bury the hatchet. Like back in the day,
That
I
you
literally
can
said
say.
that.
like
There is
twice,
a point at which we
twice.
cannot
But
argue.
here's why. Here's why, and I think this is important because
Whoa!
you like
Oh shit, nice, dude.
41. Not tonight. No, but actually, the last time I talked to Andy and got him on the show and everything, I was trying to like bury the hatchet.
for me to do a show with you with a guest and be in the humor to interview to be positive, to be funny, I need to be in a good headspace. And if I had a problem with you, right, if I had an issue that I believed that had to be in the public space and talk about it, especially with you being the co-host of the show, I would have you on the show, make it a segment, or talk to you, like have you in there and let you at least defend yourself and fucking save face, because I go on your show yesterday, all this shit flinging, even though I have already explained myself, was going my way, and the chat is just
This should have been a
fucking
private
obliterating
conversation.
me.
I
I have to sit there as I can't defend myself, even though I did fucking explain myself, but I can't defend myself.
All right, hold on.
One thing that I clarified right after that hurts someone's feelings.
Well, first, I don't consider them very valuable guests. Secondly, I don't think that they bring anything that can get us away from the ceiling, if you will, of blood sports. The fans of Tonka and Kumite, they are good fans. They really love
Kumite
of Tonka and the Kumite, but they will not get us above 2,000 views. And so I don't really care. And by the way, when I insult them, it's always within the blood sports universe, if you will. I don't go at them personally. I don't lie about them. I don't slander them. You still haven't made a case that I slandered them. I said or in my sentence. Yeah. One of them was trying to get me fired. One of them was trying to comment on our emotional relationship and undermine it. I stand by these statements. There is no slander.
That CDC, and that's absolutely not true, because the way you phrased it was in a way to make them look like their intent was to ruin us, which wasn't what was said at all. If Failure said it in passing, fair enough. But Tonka, he was rooting for you. He was on your side.
Anyway, so the end of this, they argue back and forth, and then JF leaves. And then JF did a stream where he cried later on. And now he did about I'm leaving, was he live?
It's
Dude,
so
he was
anticlimactic.
He's probably making insane cash. And by the way, Jeff, I wasn't trying to like fan the flames or anything. I'm just
No, it's fine. Like it takes a lot for me to even comment on that whole,
it was a
pile
time.
of bullshit. It was a time for sure.
We
And
have to look at it.
Yeah, and it's notable. It's notable, and like I was there, I've been there, I have been, was there, and so like I am getting cool with like talking about it and whatnot. At this point in time, I'm happy that I've gotten to the point where I can be like, I hope good things happen for Andy. Maybe not too good at things, but I hope nothing horrible happens to the guy, which is a step up from how I used to feel. So, like, I think that is a personal win, and I'll stick with that. That's fine.
Now we have to move to a more fun part.
Okay. Yes, absolutely.
All right.
Mama JF started questioning my accelerationism this morning. Just woke up and... Yeah, I mean, you have to understand. I'm not saying, I got the greatest idea ever. Let's be accelerationists. I'm saying, given the platitude of the world and the sadness of it, there's kind of two forks of sadness, and one seems a little funnier than the other.
No, it's
the one
not
where
funny.
we are communist under Bernie Sanders.
What? Are you
Yes.
crazy? What
We should have
that's
taken that
We
one.
have the amendments. We have the guns. We have freedom. Everything.
We have the guns. They just banned assault rifles in Virginia.
Yes,
the First Amendment
Virginia
is under constant
Virginia.
attack. Augustus Sol Invictus is in jail, and they're saying his political beliefs is why he should stay in jail right now. The
Yeah.
First Amendment is dead.
I know there's little problems like this, but it doesn't mean you need to break everything.
Well, sometimes
You just cure the problem one
you
at a
cure the
time.
problem. You want to put a band-aid on America?
Yes.
Well, I mean, I admire your white pill and your happiness with the world, but the world is going extremely bad, Mama JF. There's courts with corrupted judges.
He said the world is going extremely bad, Mama JF.
It's not like it's gotten better.
And she's like, she looks like she does not give a shit.
Kidnapping our children. There's false allegations. The policemen don't care about applying the law. In fact, it's now explicit in New York. The law will just not get applied. There's no such thing as refusing a bond anymore.
A bond?
So when a criminal goes in jail, they can keep him for 2 days and then he has to be released. And so we have people who are committing crimes and crimes and crimes, and we're not even going to...
I remember they did this video where like they were talking and they were talking about like sexual stuff, and then JF said, he turned to Mama JF just like they're sitting here. He turned to her and he was like, I don't want people to think I am rapping you. And then she was like, yeah, I'd like that. Like that.
Wow, dude.
Like she got all excited, like, yeah, I'd like that. She got turned on by that.
To apply the law anymore. People have been abandoned by the state. They trusted the state to apply the law and to protect our borders, and the state betrayed us on both. I do want to share hope with you. I would love to think like you. But I don't think it's realistic.
But I don't understand. It's gonna be even worse with your acceleration. It's gonna be even worse. So So what? Why you want this?
Well, because the question is,
yeah.
when will we get out of the current situation? And I'm thinking, the faster we can make it worse, the more there will be pissed off people. Ultimately, what I want to do is to take Western civilization and drag it in the mud and say, you want communism? This is what you want! And then eventually people are going to say, wow, JF, you're right. I don't like it. The problem in current society,
this is what a fantastic argument for accelerationism. Wow, that's incredible. Because the secret people want that communism will make things worse and be like, you see, this is communism. What the fuck, dude? Jesus Christ. That isn't even what accelerationism is. That's not what accelerationism is. That's not the point of accelerationism. The point of accelerationism is to increase social pressure so much that there's open and actual violent fucking war, so that at the end of it, it will result in an authoritarian state one way or the other. That is the fucking point. That's the fucking point of accelerationism. It is a speed run to authoritarianism. That is the point.
Justices that poor white people are going through, the rich don't have to go through. The rich don't get their children kidnapped in family.
Oh. Did you see that? You missed it.
I missed it. What'd she do? Oh, she gave him another kiss. Yeah, she's giving him smooches every now and then. I know, smoochers.
In family
She's a
courts,
sweetie
they
pie.
have their lawyers, they can pay. The rich don't get the CPS to go after their children for ideological reasons. They have big enough houses to hide the children and to not let these frauds enter. And the rich don't have to live through the consequences of immigration, criminality, and all sorts of other policies that they vote for because they live in enclosed neighborhoods. That is a big problem.
Excuse
And
me.
Accelerationism through communism.
me.
Oh my God, no! What?
Hello?
Mama JF!
I am sorry to be interrupting a stream.
Hold on, are you okay? Are you okay, Mama JF? Are you okay right now?
I am fine. I am in the hospital recovering from a paragliding accident.
How did, hold on, you were paragliding. How did this happen?
Yes. I was paragliding with some new friends. I was trying to engage in accelerationism. I took some time. I think about what JF said, and I think maybe he be right. So I tried to paraglide, and now I'm hurt.
You're hurt. What hurts?
I hurt my knee. Knee, and I have potato bruise.
Are you growing roots out of the potato bruise?
I don't know what that means.
Oh God. All right. So are you, so do you understand that they're accusing JF of murder right now because you're missing?
He murdered me. He killed me. He killed me very dead. And then I go and meet new friends.
Who were your new friends though?
I cannot say. They tell me I can't say. It's okay. I am very happy after being dead and killed by JF.
So where are you right now?
That is not important right now. That is fake news. Just know I'm happy, and when my knee and my potato are healed, I'm going to try to paraglide again. It is going to be fun. I hope you are happy. Please put JF in jail for killing me. Thank you.
All right. We will, Mama JF. We will.
That was weird. That was very strange. It's very quiet all of a sudden. It's very strange.
It's 30 seconds of silence for Mama JF.
Let's see what Mama JF has prepared, and she's going to be bringing it to. with flambé cherry pie. Mama
I love how he does the voiceover.
Starts mixing the butter into the flour.
Oh yeah, mix that butter.
Working the paste.
He tries to...
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Why does this video have like a fucking porno jam over it? Oh yeah.
Woo!
Yes, working the pest. Work my pest, Mama JF. Work my pest.
Oh my god.
How good was she at working the paste?
Creating the bottom pie.
It kind of looks like she knows how to cook, though.
Yeah, sure.
Mama JF mixing cherries with sugar and alcohol.
Is that the same wine you were just drinking?
Mix.
It sounds like JF's like over trying to sound sexy here, too.
Well, look, Ben, to be honest, he has to.
Custard production mode activated.
They are making custard. She knows how to make custard from scratch. I don't think, honestly, like everyone that thinks she's like mentally handicapped, I don't like. Maybe she's like weird a little bit, but she has like she's not incapable.
I just every time that like JM is about to like try to impregnate another very low IQ woman, I just can imagine him saying custard production mode activated.
Okay.
Someone should animate that. I have to piss so bad. I have to piss so bad. I'll be right back.
All right. I'll save my point for when you get back too. Go.
All right. All right.
Because blue. God with you. I love Mama JF. I really honestly do. The last redeemable thing about JF was Mama JF. She was fantastic.
Yes.
God rest her soul, because she's dead and buried in the woods. Allegedly. He fucking killed her, man. He fucking killed her. Allegedly. But like, that's the thing. Like, Billy makes jokes about it, but he pulls back a little bit. Ben's like, we don't know that for sure. Nah, man. There's no doubt in my fucking mind. She's buried in the garden, man. She's buried in the fucking garden, allegedly.
Regardless of whether she's alive or not, I do think that he probably knows where she is. So.
Possibly. I did not check to see if he actually is still like broadcasting Odyssey, but I haven't been this addicted to a topic on the internet in a long fucking time. But at least every other day, I'm searching to see if there's anything new on the Mama JF situation, because I care. I really do fucking care. I want to know that she's okay.
I would very much like to believe that she's okay, but like JF has been walking around with way too much fucking confidence in like these streams. Like he definitely like knows where the fuck she is, and there's a higher than 50% chance that she is not alive.
Well, and he does this bullshit where he talks about how he's so fucking smart and he has studied like forensics, which means he's watched like a bunch of CSI. That he would know how to do it, which is an OJ move for one. And it just makes him sound more guilty. But the thing is too, remember, this motherfucker failed in every attempt to be a fucking lawyer, because he's a failure and he's an idiot. He's an actually stupid human being. So if he did fucking kill her, he's gonna fuck up. Okay. And like, He keeps saying like the police they rule me out as a suspect, but they've been talking to me every day. That means you're still a suspect, dude. Yeah. Majicus shared a picture. It's like a book cover with JF. It says, "If I did it." Yeah.
Yeah, I put that together like a few days ago. And
I love
think,
it.
Yeah, Chesh used it for like one of the thumbnails, and it was great.
Oh man, that's so good. Yeah. No, and you can't outplay the feds. And if there's one thing I'll give Canada, their feds are actually pretty fucking good for investigative. They do a lot of fucked up shit, but you know. So I don't know, man. It's really crazy. And also, where are the kids, and what is happening with the fucking kids? Can we get some answers on that shit? Are the kids even with him?
I can't imagine how they could be based on like the sleep schedule that he's described, because that's not what children do.
Yeah, and I can't see JF of all people like waddling around his house on his little stubby goblin feet. Sorry, Chesh. Little stubby gnome feet with these two little babies, like feeding them and taking care of them. And then he's like, all right, I need to put you down in this soundproof box so I can do my Publix fast strand. Like, it just doesn't make any sense.
One of the funniest things you said, that first time you and Billy did the like JF Mama JF back and forth, you were like, now you got to go back in the cret.
Yeah.
That shit was so funny.
Yeah.
So I just want to point out, this is the cooking show. This is he finally found a Mama JF to make a cooking show with. This is what he always wanted.
Yeah. Oh.
What?
Now that you're back, I wanted to point this out though. So some old pictures got unearthed of Mama JF, where she was working in like a repair shop, and she
what
had
kind
him,
of
like,
repairs?
I don't. It was like an automotive shop, and like she had on overalls and everything, and the entire expression that she had was one like a totally normal person, happy, engaged. Like, not what you see on his streams. In his streams, she looks totally fucking disconnected and whatnot. I don't think that Mama JF was, like, born mentally deficient or anything. Maybe something happened to her. I don't know.
Part of it, for us, is the accent. Like...
Well, yeah. But it's not
people
just the
think
accent.
she... A big part of it is... Yes, Jared, thank you. All right, let's see what the finished product looks like of this shit.
Yeah, let's see.
It looks okay. It's burnt on the edges a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah. That's okay, though.
It looks kind of undercooked in the middle, like in the innards of it. It looks overly cooked on the edge and then like undercooked like on the top.
You know what it was?
It looks
the temperature
mushy.
was too high. Temperature was too high. It was cooked too fast.
Yeah, because you want an even crust, like over the top.
Yeah, you do.
Like, you're always going to burn the edges, but you want the edges, like, slightly burnt and, like, the over the top. Like, not, yeah, this looks gross. Honestly, I take back what I said about her being good at baking. I think he was like, I want you to make me a pie.
There
Does
it
the
is.
super
The
chat
pie.
not come up on the screen now?
What happened?
We got a super chat. I didn't see it come up on the screen.
Hold on, I'll read it. I don't know what.
Whoa, it smells caramel. Oh my god.
Caramel.
Oh my god, that's a lot of alcohol.
Yeah, like it's dropping.
Are we sure we want to drop it double? Double? I feel like I've been dropping a lot of alcohol.
Yeah, like...
What was the super chat? Did I miss it?
It's still up. It's
XYZ Noon says Joe Bennett, who's drawing the Alpha Core Ripaverse comic, got fired from Marvel for making anti-Semitic drawings. But hey, at least it's not woke. I guess.
Oh, there it is. There
we're not even talking about the. Oh yeah, there is a huge delay for some reason.
But we decided for double from a mathematical concept.
So that's her pie. There's more, dude. This is one of the sweetest videos ever.
Okay, I'm gonna make a public statement.
Go ahead.
This is
Go
really
ahead.
important.
All right,
This is really important.
go.
So, Mama JF, now that you're free of JF, the Alpha Shad male, I just want you to know that I respect your nomad ways. I'm gonna simp. You ready
Go
for
ahead.
this?
Go ahead and
I
simp.
respect your nomad ways. I understand the heart of somebody who is trying to be free out there in the world, to experience life, to go and have these wild adventures. And I just want to say that now that you're free of the clutches of that weirdo, goofy, ethno-stater fucking gnome guy, and if you're looking for somebody to eat your pie.
Oh my God.
I love
God
pie.
damn it.
No.
Why did I put you full screen for that?
You can take a ride. You can take a ride on the back of my motorcycle, and we'll
On the
eat your pie.
Holiday Express, would you call
That's
it?
right.
The
That's right.
Holiday
Yeah.
Express.
Take a ride on the Holiday Express. We'll go into the woods somewhere.
Okay.
And
you know what?
We'll
Can you do
have
me
some
the
pie.
biggest favor ever, Jeff?
What?
Do a Holiday Express commercial as JF. Like, do you want to take a ride on the Holiday Express?
How's
What
the
now?
pie?
Yes. Why I mean, like, we can film it
Like right now.
I mean, if you want to improv it, if you're the greatest improv actor ever, I would understand that.
Shit. Okay.
I don't think that's Jeff though. I'm pretty sure that's actually JF that shows up and says things.
Oh yes.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Of course. Okay. God damn it. And so what are the hits that you want me to always like? What are the hits you want me to cover?
Oh my God, potatoes, the public space.
Oh sure, yeah, no, fuck, got it.
Yeah.
I'm
Just
into it. Yeah,
just make it that way. Yep.
Oh, you got hacked again.
Hello, my name is renowned neuroscientist Dr. JF Gariepy. I am here to talk to you about Holiday Inn Express. If you are looking for an American best mid-price hotel, this is the one for you. For one thing, every morning we have the continental breakfast. It may be continental, but it is still white. We have eggs, bacon, sausage, waffle maker, but obviously my favorite, the home fried potato. If you would like to come and stay with us, affordable accommodation. We have many choices, bed count. We have many fantastic locations convenient to you. You could even say, if you are looking for affordable place to stay, here at the Holiday Inn Express, we are your public space.
Oh, dude. Oh my God, dude.
How was that?
Yes.
Is that good?
10 out of 10. Everyone, put your rating in the chat from 0 to 10. How you would rate that? It was fucking beautiful.
You should have asked him where he hid the body while he was on.
Out? Do I add the body?
Oh,
hold
I should
on.
have brought in. I should have made a comment about laundry. Oh man, fuck, dude, I didn't even think about that. Shit.
The public space.
I was vegetarian for 5 years. And
Vegetarian.
Yes.
And I'm the one who got you out of this whole vegan.
Yeah, see? She was vegan and then she met him. I'm the one who changed everything about you.
Yes.
I made you understand the importance of meat.
Yes, it's good you're there. My God, because I wasted my life.
Yeah, you were wasting your life. I mean,
But for me, you were wasting your life.
it was per vegetarian diet is dangerous to some extent, and
no, it's not.
It's amazing
Not
because you were
really.
looking at all these YouTuber.
You might like want to take supplements if you're a vegetarian, like full on vegetarian. Well, like vegan, you're even like vegetarian. You could still eat like cheese and stuff like that. Yeah. So
sure. yeah, no, it's totally you're totally able to get enough protein as a vegetarian if you know what you're fucking doing. Vegan, it's hard.
and like vitamin
it is harder as a
B,
vegan.
right? Vitamin or is
Yeah.
it D? I used to know this shit when I was younger and gave a fuck.
I think it's B. I don't remember.
It might be D.
Well, I
That's
think
in
D
cheese.
is what, like dairy a lot? Yeah.
Yeah. Like a lot of vegans will take like vitamin D supplements.
Vegan.
I'll give Mama JF vitamin D.
Oh my
I'll
God.
give you
That
some
big
of my
old
vitamin D.
Yeah, that big old vitamin D.
People are not trained. They have no idea of the science. They don't know what they're doing. They're just people who eat peas and stuff.
Yeah. Oh my God. Like, what's her name? Like, the banana girl. Free.
What's her name? The banana girl.
The
banana girl.
I watched all her videos. Oh my God.
She's so precious.
Yeah.
She's so precious.
I hope
Oh
she's
my
not
God.
dead. I just want to pretend she's not dead, and she actually
She's dead.
is.
He killed her. He
I
killed
want to
her,
say,
allegedly.
I do want to say, like, if she's not dead and she's still living like out in the wilderness in a tent, the Canadian winter is going to kill her. Like, it's the up there in like New Brunswick or whatever, like where. Yes.
Listen, Ben, I'm gonna assuage your fears.
Oh.
I'm gonna assuage your fears.
Did JF build a cabin for her up there or
No.
what? Oh.
No, you don't have to worry about that. Because
Oh.
she's fucking dead and he fucking killed her. Allegedly. So you don't have to worry about her freezing to death. Because she already dead, allegedly.
I mean, she could be alive. I'm pretty sure the crate has a space heater in it.
The crate?
I was all her
fucking
video
killed her,
and
allegedly.
oh my God, you see Fully Christina today, like,
Yeah.
she looked
I mean,
great.
her skin.
No,
Not
but the way she talks, she looked like she's in the space or something. She's been raw footage for like 10 years. And
Yeah.
I don't know what happened, but she
He's like, yep.
looked lost today.
He already wants to kill her. Like right here.
He's plotting right now. He's like, how am I
Look at this.
Your Honor, Exhibit 1.
Do you remember when they broke up like a couple years ago and he was like, Mama Jeff's gone, looking for a new woman. Looking for a new woman.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, we have Privada says, Mama JF looks very pretty tonight. She has a glow to her. That is absolutely true. Mama JF, thank you so much.
That's the wine. That's the wine.
The when?
Amazing to be collaborating
I've got the
with
same
her
glow
because
going on right now.
In terms of our life, it goes well. But in terms of cooking, she goes into a professional mode. And
I thought he said in terms of cocaine. She goes.
It really
goes on,
sounded like that.
but
yeah.
he said cooking. But in terms of cocaine, she
Okay,
goes
I wanna
into a
amend- I want-
professional mud.
I want to amend my statement that I was putting out there. Mama JF, if you're not dead and buried in the garden, not only will I eat your pie and give you a ride on the Holiday Express, but I have a whole bag of blow just waiting
Oh
for you.
yeah, I like that.
we're dancing around the oven, and it's like, do
I
you
love
take
the
this
way
element?
I think of my nose.
Get ready for
You-
the
you
vitamin
spent-
D. It is
what-
time for
so, like-
custard production mode.
Did we already see the thing you were like rendering before the show started?
Who?
You, what the thing that you were
Me?
holding a show up for?
Oh, that was the Mama JF picture.
Okay, so you can't even be bothered to put it up when you do the voice now.
I have to. Well, first of all, I have to go here. I have to do this.
There, all
and
right.
I have to do that.
All right, there you go. Do it now.
I am saying to I I'm not in Israel. Reports that I am in Israel. That is fake news. That is not me.
See, and now you can go back and forth between JF and Mama JF. So you can be like, Mama JF, I see you are in Israel.
No, I don't want to talk to JF.
JF's coming on. I'm sorry, Mama JF. Nope,
No, you
I'm
kill
sorry.
me.
No.
You kill me?
No. I think he has to come on now and talk to you. He has to face these allegations.
I learned how to make pie at JS, but with my new friend, I learned how to make cocktails.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know, man. It's crazy.
I wonder what kind of cocktails those are.
No, can I
I don't know.
Yeah.
Could be any.
It went extremely well, and as a surgeon, it's an aspect of Mama JF's personality that I hadn't discovered, this whole coordination of stuff. Professionalism, absolutely. Trevor Ing says, if you guys start a cooking show, have Richard on.
I love how cooking show is literally in the court documents.
Yeah, dude, it's so good.
Like, really? Like, what the fuck? And he told me, he was like, oh, Ben, I am going to start a cooking show. Like, if you go back and watch the old DP episodes with him in it, he told me that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
God damn, man. This is so fucking great.
And remember how we did like the stupid ad segment and we would watch like really dumb products and we guess what their price was?
Yeah.
Yeah, one time we had him on and there was like a burrito folder. And he was like, I am so offended that you need this thing to do. I sound Spanish when I do it. I can't do it.
You do.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. But he was very offended that
somebody needed a folder for a burrito.
Yeah, he was
okay.
Yeah.
To make
I
his
like the one where they had like the popcorn bowl and they just sat in the chair and it's just like, whoa, buy popcorn.
Oh, dude, that's what he should do now, though. He should dig up Mama JF and do like a weekend at Bernie's cooking show. That'd be fucking amazing.
With Mama JF.
Still alive. She is right here.
Yeah.
She will not be
No, that's so horrifying, dude.
Saying, man.
Onions. And this,
can he still do the like sexy JF voice while he's doing the video?
I hope he does, dude. I hope he does.
This is something you've done
That's the
3
thing, though.
days ago.
We'll only get one episode because he's gonna get
there's,
arrested. But
there's more of that in
It'll be
this one.
Fucking content.
Hold on. Oh, here we go, dude.
Things, cheese, whip the cream until medium heat.
With the creme?
The creme?
Mix the whipped creams with the processed livers. To obtain a pinky result, cook the livers less. You end up with a nice liver pate.
It's a liver pate,
You can
actually.
put in the fridge so it can
Liver
form into a
pate.
thicker
It is a French food. It looks gross, but actually, like, if it's made right, it's pretty good. We actually have a point on the old DP show where JF explains how foie gras is like how the goose, the liver turns into butter. And it does, actually. It is true, though. Like, foie gras, they, like, force feed, like, this weird diet to these geese, and their liver, like, turns into all fat. It probably should be outlawed. I'm against animal cruelty, but I have eaten it, and it's delicious. So, I don't know. But it seems cruel. But Are we gonna get to the point where like just slaughtering animals for food is cruel though? Because like that's kind of cruel too. So
I mean, once we're advanced enough with lab grown meat, I think that that's a realistic possibility.
Yep.
Right, and has the characteristics taste of well-aged sheep cheeses. Our second cheese is the Pacific Rock. Due to production problems in England and the cost of export.
Hey Jeff, what's up?
Hey.
I love that.
Hey.
I love that brie cheese down on the far right there. Amazing.
Yeah, it's
It is getting harder and harder to obtain farm-produced red Leicester. So it is great news that this alternative has emerged on the North American
I love
market.
this. I love he's not. He wants to be the guy that promotes race realism, but also is like mainstream, like cooking YouTuber. He doesn't understand that like disqualifies you from basically anything else you can do. Like you can't like be like white people are genetically superior like that, and then be like, I'm cooking.
What's fascinating, what's fascinating about it too is, so I was watching the episode a few like last week before we hung out in Portland last week.
Yeah, we just hung out in Portland a week ago.
Yeah, we released the footage, Ben. Released the footage of me committing a crime. We'll get into that here in a minute.
Oh, dude, I have to put that in the paid, like behind a paywall, dude.
I know you do because it's so good. It's me committing a crime.
I know.
So.
That whole week though, James Rolfe, the angry video game nerd, Metal Jesus, like all of that shit.
It's great, man. It was great. But yeah, I was watching. Fuck, I totally forgot what I was fucking saying now.
I'm so sorry. I'm scatterbrained.
No.
I'm drunk.
But no, I was watching one of your streams. It was when he did the debate with that other guy who was a geneticist, a plant geneticist, and whatnot. And he's talking about the ethnostate and like how the ethnostate is going to work. And so this kid, I say kid, but he was a man. He was a kid,
almost like he was in the program back then. I'm guessing now. I'm guessing he graduated, and now. That was a long time ago.
He was a smart guy.
6 years ago.
Yeah. He was a smart dude, but he kept poking these holes in his whole ethnostate argument. And like JF like just kept being like, I don't care, I don't give a shit. I care about making baby if they are white or brown, or I don't give a shit. So he doesn't care about like embracing the ethnicities of like food or any culture that he likes, or fucking a girl because he think that they'll actually open their legs for him. He doesn't actually care about it. He's like he's like the world's least convicted, not convicted, has the least conviction for an committed, the world's least committed ethnostater. He doesn't give a fuck. Does not give a fuck. It's all posture and blender. It's all bullshit. You know?
Yes.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to say. I have had a lot of wine.
Dude.
Fuck yeah.
The bottles are piling up down here.
Produced in Saint-Raymond.
Let's see what the finished product of this shit is.
Yeah, let's see.
I'm gonna refresh my drink here. So
what are they making with that? What the fuck?
Shit, they're grinding their own meat, dude. Dude,
That's cool.
But hold on, did he like? He was like, "We've got to grind our own meat." Like,
wait.
Oh, okay.
Wait. Can I see a freeze frame of the meat grinder?
Yeah.
Yeah, please. This is important. No. Yeah, there we go. That's what happened to Mama JF.
he shut. Dude, this is a very small meat grinder to like grind a whole human body. Oh,
well, he's
dude,
very patient.
Hold on though. Didn't he take like a week off while he was sanitizing his house?
He was making schnitzel. Mama making potato schnitzel, you know? Simple as, no big deal. Now he ground her up and he ate her. That's what happened. She was turned into sausage. Oh, Spaceback. What's up, Cheech? Good to see you, man.
I don't believe this narrative until JF defends his position on this. Like, he'll have to make a video telling us.
I did not make the sausage out of my wife, Mama JF. And then we'll be like, oh, okay, you definitely did. You definitely did. Definitely.
In beef and pork belly. All we are is just another brick in the wall.
Listen! We are just another brick in the wall.
I am wait. Fuck, goddammit. Hang on. No, not you. I am 14 and very deep. Fuck me. What the fuck?
I would like that to make my own hamburger blend. Always short ribs as part of it.
Mama JF spicing her meat trifecta with salt, pepper, and allspice. She adds garlic, fresh herbs, and reduced port wine.
Always like narrating.
This is also going to be used to stuff the duck and the chicken hen. She adds eggs.
I remember when JF told me he liked rap a lot and he wanted to rap G-Man, like rap battle G-Man. We asked him what he liked. He's like, Cypress Hill. And I'm like, imagining him like
Dope.
insane in the membrane. But he didn't smoke weed, right? Like,
True. Yeah, I don't know. Cypress Hill is also kind of like an easy answer, you know? Like, it'd be like, oh, JF, how do you feel about 3 6 Mafia? You know, how do you feel about the fucking Wu-Tang? Is Wu-Tang for kids? You know, like, I don't know. That's the thing. I feel like as much as Cypress Hill fucking slaps, legendary.
I'm a big
Cypress
fan.
Hill.
Like,
huge fan of Cypress Hill. I love Cypress Hill. Cypress Hill is also an easy white guy fucking answer.
It is true.
So like, the real question, if you're talking about the era of Cypress Hill, the question is, how many Cypress Hill songs do you know first and foremost, and how many House of Pain songs do you know? You know, like that's kind of like
they're
like
kind of a weird.
factor right there.
Well, they came out at the same time, but House of Pain is like true white boy Everlast shit, and Cypress Hill's not like.
You think House of Pain was like Everlast shit? I don't think so, man.
Everlast was House of Pain.
Well, I'm just saying I don't think House of Pain is like white boy rap though. I think Cypress Hill was more universally loved by
Cypress Hill. Cypress Hill was like better than House of Pain.
Well, yeah, objectively, sure, yeah, of course.
yeah.
But I think it's a safer bet. If you ask
Everlast
a white
had
dude
some
for
cool
that.
shit after he like left House of Pain.
Yeah, that's true.
That's my yeah. I don't know.
Ask him how many fucking songs he knows by Immortal Technique. What the fuck?
All right, in a moment here, after we end this stream, we are going to go live on our Patreon, and I got some more JF Gariepy shit. As if
Cottonmouth Kings, yeah.
That was I. You know, it's weird. When I was a junior in high school, I saw ICP. So like 1996, because we were like one of the cities around Detroit where like ICP was going to like in their early years. Like Toledo's only like 45 minutes south of Detroit. So I saw ICP not even at the arena, at the like showroom at the arena. Like we had like a big arena, but we had like a little showroom where they'd have like the auto show like on the side of the arena. And they did a show there, and they did a show with a band called the Humble Gods. They were like a punk rock band, like a thrash punk rock band that opened for them. And after they toured with ICP, they were like, we should just start a rap group. And that's where Cottonmouth Kings came from.
Oh, no shit.
Yes.
Huh. I didn't know that.
And if you go to like the first Cottonmouth Kings album, there's punk songs on that album.
There you go. That's your information segment for today, chat.
Time to learn something.
Something.
Shit. Listen to more MF Doom.
All right.
Anyway, we're going to go watch the JF sex tape.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude. Don't tell everybody. What the fuck, dude?
Also, tell everybody tell
Go
Ben,
here.
Release
Sign
the,
up on
release the Portland
Patreon
tape.
because we can't be responsible for what the fuck you don't see after the show ends. Sign up $10 on Patreon.
This is important. This is important. This is important.
In Portland?
If you have
This is in
ever,
Portland.
if you have, this is in Portland. If you've ever wanted to see Ben looping, drunk looping, being that stupid fat fucking cunt, that old stupid bitch, over and over and over, while me and cousin producer Matt are trying to keep him calm. If you've ever wanted to see that, sign up now.
I just kept doing it because you guys both kept laughing.
You don't even remember what we did after that. You didn't even remember that I committed a crime until I reminded you the next day. Yeah.
And if you sign up for the post show, you can check out the Halloween private show tomorrow, too.
And I'm the reason why Ben has only half of his pepper spray.
Dude, why did you spray so much of it?
Because you kept whipping out your pepper spray and being like,
dude, I need that
pepper
shit.
spray.
Everyone, hold on though, but I need
whip it out.
People are
Whip it
constantly
out.
trying to rape me.
He whip out his pepper spray and he was like, and we're sitting there just trying to drink and there's nobody around. He pulls out his pepper spray and I'm like, let me see that. Again, he's drunk, so he gives it to me.
Want to watch this? This sounds.
And so then I fucking started spraying his
It
pepper
got
spray
really
all over the
so
place.
weird. Like, and
He's like,
James
"Don't spray my
Rolfe.
pepper spray."
James
I'm like,
Rolfe
"Dude,
was
don't
there
fucking pull
for
it out."
part of it, but I can't.
We pepper sprayed Ben
Confirm nor
James Rolfe.
He was
We pepper
there
sprayed
for
James
part
Rolfe,
of it.
Right in James Rolfe's asshole. I pepper sprayed him right in his asshole. So if you want to
That's
see
not
me
what
pepper
happened.
spraying
That didn't happen.
angry video game nerd right in his butthole, you got to sign up for GP on the man on the man.
Where else in the planet are you going to get such a great deal? You can't. This content is not available anywhere else.
I will say that James Rolfe will be in the same video as me.
James Rolfe?
Blackout. James Rolfe will be in the same video as me blacked out and you stealing the pumpkin.
Excellent. You have my crime clipped? Dude, send it to me. I want to see it. It was so good. That shit was so fun. I was fucking hammered.
Motherfuckers. All right.
You should join Patreon now, you blokies.
Yeah, blokies.
Yeah, let me grab the link and share it with all of the peeps in the chat. You should sign up. We're going to
Did James
continue
Rolfe
this show.
fail
If you
the
had fun
butthole
tonight,
challenge?
we're going to continue the show tonight.
James, the angry video game nerd did not fail my butthole challenge.
No, we all took it together.
Yeah. Yep, I was like JF at a potato hunt.
I will say we were in a angry video game nerd line and it got cut off. It was so long.
Later that night, they were all the man ass, and I was like, I wonder where my potato spark will go. And I spared all the potatoes, by which I mean a bunch of people's butts. The angry video game nerd, I fucked them in the butt.
Good night, everybody. I will see you in the private or in the post show. Go there now.